Hello and welcome to another episode of Last Call for Adventure. Did we just lose Jesse?
No,
I'm here.
Jesse changes every week, and I didn't set the thing right.
I'm
He's
here.
such a
I did nothing
problem
wrong.
child. He's problematic.
I did nothing wrong.
He's so problematic.
I did nothing
there we
wrong.
go.
Jeez.
There we go. I was like, oh no.
He's good
Also,
now.
Jesse, the link you sent me didn't work.
Why?
Jesse, you
what?
sending
That's
dead
fine.
links over here
I
too?
did.
Matt, you're just the worst,
Yeah.
Jesse.
If you believe enough, you'll see it.
What?
If I what?
If you believe
Like a Tinkerbell.
the
If you clap your
Tinkerbell
hands
link?
and believe enough, you'll see it.
Oh boy.
That sounds creepy. Let's maybe not do that, but let's maybe do another episode of D&D.
I agree.
Jesse was telling me some pretty disturbing urban tales before we started.
What? Jesse,
I
what
don't
is
like
wrong
how you
with
say
you,
it like
Jesse?
that.
It's
I don't like-
Christmas, Jesse. What are you doing?
I was regaling Bronze with the legend of the Little Red Man of Paris.
He was kind of scary, though, in my opinion.
I mean, he's pretty
He's a little
scary.
spooky.
Wait, Anne's
Little
in
tiny
Paris,
red man.
and there's a little red man?
Yeah, there's
The
a little
Little
red
Red
man,
Man.
and it's probably gonna get Anne.
And you got to be careful. There's a little red man over there.
Is it a red man or is it a
Red
red
man.
cap? Because I hate red caps. Those are the
Red
worst.
caps. Oh, red caps suck.
Worst.
Bronze. Don't ever put
What's
us
a red-
against red caps.
But why did you utter those? Why did you tell her? I was just talking about general.
You brought it up, Max. This is your fault.
Yeah, but now she knows we fear them.
Well, we don't fear them, Max. What are you talking about?
You're right. We don't fear them. We
Yeah,
kick
we're
their
not
ass.
fearful of red caps at all. They're the easiest monsters ever to
Oh my
fight.
gosh, are they these little goblin creatures?
Oh,
No,
what are you?
I don't know what are you talking about? Goblins? Max is a goblin.
Wow. Oh.
That's me. I'm a goblin. Stop looking at them.
wondering-
Yeah,
A
stop looking at
homicidal
them.
fae.
Stop it.
Wow.
Wait, they're fake Oh my god.
They are fake creatures. That's why they're part of. That's
you
why they're.
probably know one. Oh wow, they have multi-attack.
Fuck.
Max,
Interesting.
you did this. Max.
You did this.
I didn't
It was a
do this.
combo. I
You
brought
did
up
it.
red caps, and then you said, "Please, God, whatever you do, don't give us red caps."
Jesse,
Which every
Cox,
DM ever will
how
go,
could
Look
you
at
have
them now. I
this
love
happen?
them. They're so cute.
They're pretty
Ugh.
cute.
Yeah, look at
Terrifying.
these little rapscallions.
Terrifying.
This one's is just in his underwear. He's got a little red cap and a white beard and a little underwear thing.
I think
on.
Jesse Cox is a red cap.
Me?
No.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I love
All
look at these
gingers
little
worship
guys.
the red cap.
it's
Don't
true.
they?
It's the red cap deity.
This guy's name is Nate.
Yeah.
Members of the Red Caps include Robin Redcap, Kabutor, Bloody Bell, Nain Rouge, and Fair Daring. I'm here for it. I love all of these guys. I want to be a part of their crimes, serial homicide.
Maybe being a part of them would be all right.
Good lord.
I want to be on this team. These guys look like wild child. So I'm here for it.
In this
Plus, they strike
episode,
fear into the internets.
Is Jesse
Stream
recapping
community,
this
I
week,
guess.
Bronze? Is that who gets the recap duty?
He should recap. Let's see what he can
hasn't
do.
done it yet. Let's see how it goes.
is he gonna be able to?
I don't know.
How do you like that, you red cap loving bastard?
Got him. Take that.
He has red in his name, so he has no choice.
True.
You know,
It's okay
he's
if it's a bad
compelled.
recap. You just cobble together what you know.
Yeah.
You don't want this. I'm gonna let you know. You don't want this.
Your recap.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's one letter off from red cap? Recap.
Recap.
Oh my god. It's the red cap recap.
Mhm.
Brought to you by Jesse Cox.
Okay.
you.
So, last time on Last Call for Adventure,
Bane?
the team had ventured forth into the forest to find Franz, I think it was. And as we did so, we met friends and foes, lovers and leavers, turtles and not turtles. And there, at a great tree, a goat appeared. I hope it was a goat, and the goat said, "Hey, I'm a liar, And I want you all to know that Dove, a known turtle, was in fact some sort of weird, twisted mutant. But I won't have it. No, sir. Dove is a turtle through and through. A shell so hard, I don't know what to do. It's a famous turtle rap. Shell so hard. It's commonly known in the turtle community. If you don't know it, that's on you. Get cool. Anyway, we then fought some spiritual things that beat the ever-living piss out of me. It was rough, let me tell you, but thankfully, Elegy's berries saved my life. And some weird DM calculations I think we had to run through, and there were some things because I had rage, I got half damage, but I forgot. Doesn't matter. And then, at the end, we had achieved great things by getting 20-some fronds when we only needed 4, and frankly, it was great. But in the end, what we learned is that Bronze is setting up some sort of world scope threat of the Fae, and probably future campaigns are totally screwed. The end. Or the beginning.
Oh.
I like it. I like it.
Red's voice saying these words echoes out through the last call pub as he sits across from a small gnome that looks like she's been trying to exit the conversation for the last 15 minutes but hasn't found a moment to do so, because just as she's about to be like, well, and then the story goes on, and then she's like, I and then the story goes on. Her sort of like red hair falls in ringlets around her face, and her bright green eyes are kind of like thrumming with like impatience and anticipation. And then as you conclude this monologue, her eyes drift over you, Blibble, and you, Dove, and she just says, "Is he finished?"
Yeah, he's done. You can go now. Now would be the time.
Okay. Uh, just so I know, am I supposed to do anything with that information?
It's totally up to you. I mean, take it in, completely get rid of it. I mean, you only got so much storage up here for totally
Like, was
on
I
you.
supposed to write it down?
Do you like fronds?
You should have left.
You had
I
your opportunity.
suppose.
Now you're done.
What would
Don't
you
answer- don't
say your
answer the phone.
favorite type of frond is?
I guess now that you mention it, I don't know much about fronds. Like, is a frond just a plant?
Would you like to know more about fronds?
What's your favorite type
Because
of frond there,
yeah.
Red?
A good frond is a great friend.
Okay. So did you all want another round?
Yeah, we'll take another round. We'll take another round.
Because the question was if you wanted another round of.
We will take another round.
Oh,
Okay.
another I thought you meant another frond is what I thought you said.
Go now. Go now.
Okay.
Thank you for get the drink. Sorry, cool.
I'll bring you. So the oatmeal stout is fine.
Yeah, you just give me a wave at the bar there, and I'll just come get it. You don't have to come back.
Okay, thank you. And she runs off behind the counter to tap a new keg and pour the three of you 3 frothy pints of an oatmeal stout that's fresh in the house. Your venture back to town was an uneventful one for the most part. You enjoy the benefits of a long rest, which I'm sure is quite, I guess, like a welcome update for some of you, all of you.
Means
Yeah, what does
nothing
that
to old
do for
Blibble.
a
I was fine.
what does that do for a
it's great for
totally
me.
beat up boy like me?
Gives you everything.
Everything.
Yeah, it gives you
Totally
everything
healed
back.
up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. and you refresh a lot of your, sort of, I guess, like
You get all
features,
your
class features.
Yeah, your rage is back, Jesse. Your HP's back. Your wild magic use is back. All that stuff.
Get so many short rests, I forget what a long rest does.
That's right.
I know. I feel like that's also relatable to a lot of people in real life. So many short rests. I forget what a long rest does.
Very true.
I feel good.
Oh my god. That actually is kind of true. It's like when you can't remember the last time you had a nap. Okay, we're going too dark. We're going too dark.
Let's yeah.
I nap often. I wouldn't know.
Red caps.
Elegy left you all to go and secure the fronds in her sort of like apothecary lab / garden.
Mhm.
And you are left with Marin, who looks a bit sullen and is like looking over your contract, and you're sort of preparing to turn it in. As she's looking over the paperwork and kind of like working up the strength to say something, she finally like kind of lets out like a little trumpet with her elephant trunk and is like, "It's not fair.
What?
What's
not fair?
We shouldn't have to share the money with Starla."
Oh, yeah. Listen,
Jasper almost died.
That's true. That is
I'm
true.
fine.
I don't like Starla as much as if I didn't have to. She's the one that just brought me this opportunity with it in a weird roundabout way, right? If we're thinking about it, even though she is a dick and she sucks, she's kind of the worst person, one of the worst people I've known. But people would say that about me in a weird roundabout way. If I never took that contract and never found you guys, we wouldn't have had all this and all the Fresnel fronds now. And so, while yes, she does suck. I don't know where I'm going with this. Help me, somebody. Do we want to? I'm pretty sure she did something to me too when we made this agreement. I couldn't figure out what. She might have cast some sort of spell on me. I'm not sure. So I'm a little worried about what might happen to me if we screw her over, unless I'll take that hit though. You know, if you guys want to just ethics.
How do you know
morals.
this Starla?
I don't. I just felt really weird when we shook on it. Normally I'm able to figure it out. It's just a feeling. It could be wrong. I don't know. It's just maybe I'm just in my own head. You know what? What do you want to do? You want to kill her? What's in your mind?
Kill her?
What? I just went to the extreme. So then we can work down.
We're not killing this person. No, that's
well, a lot of times you got to go to the extreme to figure out, how crazy things are going to get.
Have you killed many of your
way down
friends?
From it.
Blibble, is this
no, but sometimes I definitely keep it as an option, and not necessarily. Starla ain't a friend of mine.
Would you kill me and Red?
I don't know. Would you call me
you
a
didn't
dirty
answer
goblin?
No?
Well, if you call me a dirty goblin, most of the time you found me and you were completely rude, and then you're gonna try to screw me over in a lot of different ways, and maybe I would consider it as an option.
But
if you're not gonna do any of that, then we have no problem.
You're a little messy, certainly not dirty.
And I mean, I could probably use a bath and could smell a little better.
Oh, you smell like a fragrant summer day in the forest.
That's a good
Thank
thing.
you.
I happen to like your scent.
I like your scent too, Jasper.
Thank you. I've been cultivating it for 500 years.
It comes across. Yeah, it's very complex.
Thank you.
Very,
Yes.
a lot of notes to that scent.
Red, we've talked about telling people what you've been cultivating. That's not a pleasant way to say that.
What do you mean? This moss has been here for a generation. I'm very proud.
I'm sorry, Blibble. Back to
And-
Starla.
Fine.
Do you know where she resides? Perhaps we could go have a conversation.
She moves around a bunch. What time is it right now?
He's like kind of considering to himself. Also, does he know where she would be at, or like I don't know if he actually knows his her residence. I
Yeah.
don't know if she would have shared it or what, or if it's just commonly
Mhm.
known where she'd be at.
Actually, let's see. Give me I guess we'll do a perception check to see if you were perceptive enough, like in your past interactions with her, to suss together like her regular haunts.
Why don't you tell him what I rolled?
Well, that's a 0 for old Blibble there. That's a 1 with a -1.
Yeah.
Off.
You have no clue. But you think you have a friend who might. An
Okay.
old study buddy of yours, a little nerdy, a little annoying, a fellow goblin. This one filled more like skilled in the arts of transmutation than anything else. He was a little bit of a clinger on, if you know what I mean. Like, if you probably
Yeah.
spent some of your time at school trying to shake him. But you do know he's a bit of a repository of information. And you know it's not his real name, but he always tells everyone his name is Simon.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I know kind of where she hangs out here and there, but really, my buddy Simon probably could figure out where she's at. He's a little bit, and he gets into the books and stuff. He's a little strange, not like the biggest people person, but he's a good guy, and he could probably figure out. I think he might know where she's at, or could be. So we could always give him a visit. But the thing is, though, like, are we just gonna? I feel like you guys will take the lead. You know what I mean? With talking to Starla, just hit her with the facts, right? You ain't a guild member, and it's unfair, etc., etc. Because if I say it's unfair, she's gonna say, "Of course it's unfair to you." That's kind of how she talks. I'm not good with voices, but what do you think?
Well, does she have anything to use against you?
Other than maybe cursing me, I don't know, or killing me, whatever. It's fine. I'll take that.
Perhaps we could figure out what transpired between the two of you before going and seeing her. See if you are cursed. I'm sure there's someone in the town that could help us with that.
I feel like I might even be just being paranoid, but I wouldn't put it past her also. So, you know what I mean?
Bronze, I don't have the detect magic spell. Is there someone that I would know, or is there would the barkeep or something like that? I'm grasping at straws here. Who would have like some way to detect if what has been cast on Blibble?
I have magic awareness.
Oh, well, we already kind of know that
you
magic
can open
is
your
there.
awareness to the presence of concentrated magic.
Would that do anything?
Does that work?
It would let you know that Blibble's hunch is not incorrect. It's not coming from paranoia. There is something going on with Blibble.
I sense it, Dove. There's certainly something going on with Blibble.
Well, I don't have the means to remove whatever was cast on you, but I'm sure we can.
Excuse me, sorry to interrupt.
I also apparently learn which school of magic it belongs to.
Hold up. Dun, dun, dun.
That could be helpful
Let me look at my
information.
notes
Sorry to
here.
interrupt, JP.
That is helpful information. It is. Dun, dun, dun.
This winter, there's something about Blibble.
I just tell you guys, I don't feel right. Come on, Blibble, let's go bungee jumping. I don't think I feel right today.
The school is
Come on,
enchantment.
Blibble.
Enchantment.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Do you share that with us,
He
Jesse?
was a goblin out of sorts. She was a Starla who enchanted him. Coming this fall, there's something about it writes itself.
It
Yeah.
really does. Jesse, do you share with us that it's an enchantment?
It's an enchantment. I thought I did that, but yes, it's an enchantment of some sort.
Well, can you tell a lie, Blibble?
Fuck. Can I tell a lie? Are you asking me that really?
But do you lie a lot?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say a lot.
Is that
What?
a lie?
No.
Hmm.
No. I'm the people. Lies are complex. What is considered a lie for some person might be, a lie of omission. Do I share everything all the time? No. Also, some people don't deserve the truth. You got to protect yourself. It's hard, especially being a little fucker like me.
Well, with an answer like that, you could have simply just said yes.
Yes, I know how to lie. Is that what you were asking?
I was simply asking that, yes. Perhaps we should find someone in town who could dispel this. It's a rather simple incantation. I just cannot do it myself. But that would help us, whatever it is, whether it's one of lying, whether it is she's listening to this very conversation now. It'd be nice to know before we go and speak with her.
Starla, if you're listening, you're a bitch.
Well,
We'll see. If she's extra angry with me, we know then.
We'll know soon enough, I suppose.
Mhm.
We'll finish this round and go find someone to dispel the enchantment. Should be easy enough.
As you say this, the bartender brings you all your 3 flagons and says,
Well, if you're looking for someone, there is like a guild healer.
Great. Does every guild have a healer?
Oh, yes. And all the costs are footed by the guild. If you're not in a guild, though, you're kind of on your own.
What if we were with a... Nah, it's fine. That's fine. We're good.
I know a healer.
And who is that?
Yeah, Marin?
Yeah, the guild healer. Ruby. I call her Aunt Ruby.
You see your aunt?
No.
Oh, okay.
Would
It's
she-
really close.
Would she be willing to help us?
Oh, probably, yeah. Sometimes I bring her things she needs for her medicine cabinet.
Perhaps like a fennel frond?
Yeah, she'd definitely help us. She's really good at magic. Sometimes she's a little mean, though, but that's just because she wants us to take better care of ourselves.
Understood.
Fair enough. Well, it's a good thing we got stuff she might want. And I'm talking fennel fronds. You know what I mean?
Yes, you mean fennel fronds.
I mean fennel fronds, because we have a lot of them.
Yes, that's I understood that.
Didn't Allergy take most of them to start a colony?
Well, we
Both.
can promise that, I'm sure she's not going to
We
use
wouldn't-
all of them. We had quite
We wouldn't lie, right?
I mean,
No,
fennel
we're not
fronds-
lying.
How many fronds do we actually have on us?
Did we keep any? Can we say we kept some?
We did. Yeah, we totally did.
We gave, I think
I actually think Red
She
did.
only took like 6 or so, enough to,
Yeah, I
to
think,
propagate
like,
them.
And then there was
there was
some
26
for-
total. We gave 4 for the
26 fennel
guild.
fronds total. Yep.
Anne was going to keep however many it took to propagate. And
I think that was a discussion that we talked
Yes, in the
about
post-show.
in the post show.
Yep,
right.
that's
And
where
we
I'm reading
meant, we
from.
meant to follow up with you, and then we did
Sorry,
not.
DM.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mentioned it to
Should
her.
have been on the post show.
Yeah, I mentioned.
Yeah. So for a full colony that would yield, I did some mental math on this.
Can we do a roll?
That would yield 3 fronds every 3 days, you would need 15. If there were fewer, then it would yield fewer every 3 days.
Okay.
That being said, I think you only needed how many for the mission?
4.
I don't
And we
know.
had 26.
4.
So we had
So
22
you
left
still
over.
have-
So
yeah.
6 left.
7-ish.
6 or 7.
7.
Be 6. Math working.
You said 15?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So 7.
7.
Yep.
I was doing my math again. I was counting on my fingies.
How many
just couldn't
fingers
see
do
it.
goblins have, Max?
Enough. I want to say they probably have like what?
That's a good answer.
I don't actually know. I want to say they probably have 4, maybe.
Probably have 4.
Probably
Yeah,
4.
4.
I think they got like the, you know, the
Enough.
remove the pinky kind of.
Yeah.
But I don't actually know in the scope of D&D. Someone will say, some D&D nerd in the chat will be like, actually they have.
It's an actual goblin in the chat will let us know. Yeah, that's
Yep.
how it goes. All right, so we have 7 fennel fronds. Yeah. Blibble will say that you have those for whatever reason.
Okay.
If you want to mark them on your sheet.
Yep. I'm going to mark right now.
Yes, we have a handful of fronds on us that we can give to Ruby for her service.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take you there.
Great. Let's.
You've been to my place before, so you know where you know where we're going. I guess Blibble hasn't been there before.
No, he stayed in a different room.
I have
That's
not.
true.
No, I was with the birds.
The birds. There's
Birds.
Does Elegy live with another bird?
No,
Blibble realizes it was like a private thing. He was just like,
no, there's just other birds that live there. You know,
A
just
roost
a bird thing. They
of
hang out.
sorts? Is it like a nest?
Not like a roost.
I
It's
don't
not
know
like a
much about
communal
Kinku.
nest. No, she's got a nice room. It's a nice place in her guild hall tower. And you know, birds have friends.
he's like kind of nervous. Like,
Birds have friends, and they groom
Does
each other.
Elegy have a
Probably.
girlfriend?
Are you
What?
saying that Elegy is
No,
seeing
it-
someone?
A bird
No,
friend?
I'm not. Where are we getting this from?
Well, you said that there was someone else there. There was a plural.
No, I didn't
birds.
say someone else. I said there's other birds that she's friends with. That's it.
Oh wow!
This is not
What
coming from me.
kind
None of this is.
friend? Like a close
None of this-
friend.
Listen, I don't know the nature of her relationship with other people. That would be presumptuous. That's the
If you
word, right?
had to
Presumptuous.
presume, what would you think?
Damn it. Why? How is this important?
It's
It's
not.
important to learn more about our friend.
That's also true. We just need time to finish the drink. I take a long drink as I wait.
secret-
I got
Between
woken up by
friends.
some random bird that was there, all right? I was asleep. I got woken up by another bird that was there, and
Is it
she seemed
your
nice, and she seemed like
girlfriend?
she was friendly with Elegy. That's it. This is a privacy thing. You guys are making me say all this shit now, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble later.
Oh. It seems like gossip. We shouldn't have talked about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, why'd
I
you
like
talk
very
about
private.
it, Blibble?
Just keep it to yourself, all right? Elegy's very private, and for some reason, I care what she thinks. I don't know why.
I'll just tell
Is
my
she-
friends, and that's it, and no one else.
Does she have something on you?
No. What?
Seems
Starla does. That's the one who's probably done something to me.
Oh!
Elegy just stares with like a disappointing
right.
look of the cosmos.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. So we're not talking about that to Elegy.
Talking about what?
We most certainly wouldn't.
Exactly.
I finished. my drink.
yeah, Blibble like finishes his drink.
Mhm.
Yeah. Are we ready to go see Ruby?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm
Who's-
ready.
What,
What
Lead
what
the
is that?
way.
What is that?
What's going on here, Marin? What does that mean?
I can't tell anyone
Oh my god, I'm so screwed.
What?
No, but I'm
What can't
keeping
you
the
tell
secret
us?
that you told me to keep about that Elegy seeing someone.
Elegy's seeing someone?
Yeah, but I'm keeping the secret.
What secret?
That's why I pretended that I didn't know, but I knew the whole time.
She's not
Whoa.
seeing someone. Oh my gosh. Just
Who's seeing someone?
Elegy had
We're
someone
going to
stay
see-
over at her house
Elegy's
at
seeing
night.
someone?
At night, and they were there when Blibble woke up in the morning.
Blibble was there
see.
too.
Blibble was there too, but don't tell anyone because it's a secret.
What's the secret?
Exactly.
we should go.
Okay, we should go.
I agree.
What's she like?
Who?
So, where's this Ruby at?
And in the guild, she told us.
All right, well, let's go there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Did we pay for the
Okay.
drinks?
Oh, no, we probably should. I got this one, friends, especially for the spicy gossip.
She slaps 1 gold on the table.
All right. I
Keep
think
the tips on it.
She waves at the bartender.
we're going to the
and
guild.
sets
Yeah, Blibble
about
waves on the
towards
way out
the-
like,
As you exit the last call, you notice as you ascend towards the upper spires of the city that preparations are full underway. For it is the winter solstice, a truly auspicious day for magic users and, I guess, people fond of arcana, as this is the day that the river freezes over, crystallizing the strongest motes of water magic, strong motes of arcane energy, allowing them to be plucked from the surface of the river. There's an entire festival surrounding this auspicious day as the river runs on the left side of town, and you're seeing sort of the full kind of pre-fair preparation, if that makes sense. People are hanging banners from the frosty lights that are kind of shedding that like soft glow in the misty air, and the fog hangs heavy around the city like a shawl, kind of chilling you all lightly as you step out of the warmth of the inn. But it looks lovely. It's kind of like a chilly blanket that's kind of descended over the city of Lufton. You can just barely see the lanterns on the large airships up above, whereas normally you can see the full airship silhouettes pretty clearly, but now they almost look like strange, almost jellyfish, kind of drifting lazily above you. It's about 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and you make your way to the Apothecary Guild Hall, the Floristic League as you know it now. And Marin flashes her badge unceremoniously, her large elephant head kind of bobbing up and down as she talks to one of the people kind of manning the gate and asks to see if Ruby is in. And then she takes you up the stairs that you didn't go up the last time into a sort of chamber where you see a medical wing where people are recovering from adventures gone wrong. And presiding over it all, you see an Asimar, beautiful red wings kind of like cascading down behind her, feathers kind of fluttering as she goes about her business, kind of a little bit flustered and annoyed. She has imperious brows over cool pools of like blue that serve as her eyes, and the planes of her face have like kind of gold arcing down that then kind of turn into the gold of her hair. She whirls around as Marin comes in and just says, "Marin, not now. I don't have time. No." And Marin's like, "Oh, but did you know that Elegy had a oh wait, that's
a
not what I'm
really
supposed to
fun
be talking
time
about."
in the forest. We just came back from a really cool adventure. Hi, how are you?
I also realized I called it the Floristic League. It's actually the Cartographers Guild that we're at. My bad.
Got
Uh oh, right.
And at this, you just see Ruby say, "I don't want to hear your gossip. Not right now."
But it's not gossip. It's news of a friend. You know Elegy, right? Didn't Elegy take some lessons from you on how to set bones? Elegy had a friend in her
Please
quarters at
stop.
night.
Please stop. Please
Did you
stop.
know that?
Aaron, stop.
No, it's okay. Ruby's cool though, Blibble. Ruby will keep a secret.
I'm sorry. He says, we don't mean to bother you. We'll be quick.
I hope so. I was hoping to take the night of the winter solstice off, and yet here I am working well past my shift. How can I help you? It does not look like you are bleeding or that anything is broken, therefore I must ask, why are you wasting my time?
I look at Blibble to see if he's. Then I see he's not talking. Our friend here has incurred a enchantment of sorts, and we're looking to remove it to make sure nothing is wrong. This is our friend. I point to Blibble.
Spending time
I
with
thought
women
I
of
was
the
just
night
being
again, are
paranoid,
we?
but what?
Is your packer rotten? Is it going to fall off? Was it enchanted in a negative way?
No, what? Why do you assume it's my pecker out of the gate?
Typically, when something is enchanted in an embarrassing fashion, it's because someone laid with someone that they were not supposed to lay with.
Oh,
No,
hold on.
that
Blibble. You have a pecker? I do too.
And I point to my back and like a woodpecker says, like,
He's wonderful. I call him Little Sprout.
That's
On the other
Little
shoulder, there's
Sprout
just
too?
like a squirrel with a dagger in its mouth.
Yeah, the camera zooms in on me, just looks at it menacingly.
eyes darting around like
A new familiar of Red's.
Yeah.
no.
I got a whole bunch back there.
There's nothing wrong with my pecker. There was a deal that when it entered into, he shook on it, and I thought I was being maybe just a little paranoid, but also given the person that did it and the circumstances, I felt strange. Upon further investigation, confirmed something's going on with me. I'm not crazy, so we're here to figure out what's going on. Because I'd rather not be cursed or hurt in a way magically.
You keep saying curse. It's an enchantment. They're different.
Okay, sure.
Exactly. The turtle seems to know a little bit more than you do, despite your academic wardrobe. Give me your hand.
Little just ignores that little slight. Yeah.
She like waves a hand over it, and suddenly you see runes appear, kind of like lighting up your hand, almost like little threads of fire. Oh, yes. Starla's work, I presume.
Yeah.
Well, I can undo it, but you'll probably run into issues of another kind. It's a contract safeguard.
Mhm.
If you don't abide by the rules of the contract, then, maybe your hand burst into flame.
Mm.
Thus by marking you with shame forever.
Ah.
Is it the type of flame that can be put out?
Yes, it's just this kind of like anti-theft device. It will hurt and then leave your hand permanently purple, so everyone knows you're liar, cheater guy.
Oh,
Listen, she's the one who hasn't done anything, and she's the one who's screwing us with this contract, okay?
Did
Starla,
read
you know
the
Starla.
contract, Blibble?
What?
Did you read the contract?
Listen, I can't read it. I can't read that. I can read other
Why
stuff, but I
can't
can't
you
read
read it?
Because I was kicked out before they taught me how to read this legal jargon.
So you signed a contract, unable to read it.
I was desperate, obviously. I think I've proven that I'm useful. All the fighting we've done and me surviving, barely having a scratch. Except for this, of course, but that wasn't related.
Do you know what the contract even says?
Specifically? No, but I knew the gist, and since I'm desperate for trying to survive, in the sense that I need to be able to put food in my mouth and make a living.
Do you have a copy of the contract on you now?
Yes?
Maybe you should hand it to the fine young lady here and she could have a look.
Do you mind?
I suppose I can take a look, yes.
Okay. Here. Hands it to you.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We're gonna have her make an investigation/intelligence check.
Please be intelligent. With advantage.
She has a +4, but I rolled a 3.
Oof, that's a 7.
Cool.
Yeah. She like reads it and kind of like you notice like she's like super distracted as someone comes in with like a compound fracture. And then she like looks back at it and then she's like, "Oh, well, this seems pretty boilerplate." But you get the sense like she didn't truly take a look at it. Oh,
He
yeah,
gives her,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
an
She's
eyebrow
going
raise.
to take 30% off the top or something like that. Yeah, and it looks like a
30%?
Starla
What
contract.
the hell? I thought it was
Yes,
15.
30%. Oh, well, here it says 30. There's probably some fine print you can look at to find a way out of it, but for that you're probably going to need someone with a different skill set, somebody who's more well versed in law. I'm better at helping that. And she like kind of starts helping like a
Wait,
dwarf who's come
before
in,
you-
what has
is there
like the
anything you
bone
do?
poking out of the
Can
skin.
we do anything about this?
Yes. She like smacks you on the head with one hand. Make a constitution save.
4.
Yeah.
I rolled a
You
4.
die.
You see a golden handprint kind of like shine on your forehead for just a moment, and then you feel searing pain as the ward is removed, the glyph is removed. You take 6 points of fire damage, but your hand doesn't turn purple.
Okay, that happens. There's just like a hesitation, and then ah!
Oh, it's not that bad. Stop crying.
I'm not crying. I went, ah! That's not crying.
It seemed like a cry.
Look, no tears. Dry.
Are you okay?
the camera goes right to his eyes.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Good. It's better than, having your hand purple all for the rest of your life.
So, does this mean we have to see Starla now, or are we
Well, we gotta-
not start? How
We
does
gotta
this work?
compensate Ruby here. Do you have an interest in fennel fronds?
Hmm?
Do you like
She
open
like
your
turns
coat?
around like unceremoniously. You see her like her hands like sort of like thrumming with arcane magic. You see her like unceremoniously like pull this dwarf's arm apart and like almost like put it back together while he's like screaming and biting down on a piece of wood. And she
Jeez. Oh
whirls
my-
around when she sees the fronds. Oh, yes, these are very good. Where did you acquire?
We went out on a whole adventure.
Oh, brilliant specimens.
reason for the-
Look at the striations in the leaves. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes,
Exactly. Look at
I
the
will take one.
triangulations
Taking
in
more
the-
than that would be very unethical. I suggest you guard these well. They're very valuable.
I know. But thank you. A payment for the. How many did you say?
Well, with this one, I will consider it deposit. You have credit with the house.
Thank you very
Nice.
much.
5 visits.
Nice. Very good. Awesome. Well, thank you for
Do you know the value of what you hold in your hand?
Yes.
It was
Truly?
told to us. I just don't remember for myself, the player.
Well, I don't know if it was told to us though. Not in like monetary
Was it?
value.
Oh, actually, maybe not.
The value, we know it has some value to the guild, but not what someone would pay to acquire these. No.
Each specimen easily worth 3 to 4 gold, depending on the condition it's in.
And the condition that these are in?
Oh, spectacular. These easily worth 6.
Does that mean that you'll help us with our other problems? If it's worth 6.
Well, she already gave us.
I said 5 visits to come back. I mean, I don't know how much she charges.
Well, I see her considering it, and so I stopped talking halfway through.
Mhm.
Shh.
Make a persuasion check, Red.
I'll do it.
Oh boy. I can't wait for this. This should work out great. My -1.
What?
10.
10. Well, all right. With a 10, she'll help you, but there's going to be a cost. And she says, I need to do some shopping for my significant other, a person that I'm seeing for the winter solstice. If you go do this shopping for me while I'm at work, once I'm done with my shift, I promise I will look over the contract, look through the fine print, and see if there is some way you can get out of paying Starla the 30%.
Yes, of course. I love a good fetch quest.
All right. Now, I don't exactly know the type of thing they would like, so I'll just leave it to your judgment.
Well, can you tell us about this significant other?
Oh, well, it's still kind of new. I don't want to really put a label on it.
Certainly. I don't put a label on the thing I have with Blibble.
He's a rather, wait, what? She, like,
Well,
pauses.
Wait, what?
we're partners, you see.
Oh!
Friends.
You're...
We are friends. Associates.
I thought we were partners. You kept saying we were partners.
We're all partners here.
Exactly. I'm Dom's
In the
partner,
sense that
you're
we're
my
we're going on
partner.
adventures together for this contract for the purposes of we are not romantically involved.
Would you not say we're significant to each other?
Will was just staring blankly. At
Our dear
Ruby
friend
like,
here didn't say they were romantically. I didn't know romance was necessary. to
That's
care
how they're
about
taking it. When you
someone.
say like a significant other in the sense that she's implying that she
She implied nothing except mutual respect between two admiring individuals. Like me and the great oak tree.
So about your person, your significant other, potential
Oh, well,
significant other. I know it's
let me
early.
think. What type of things do they like? Well, they are really famed hunter. They are dwarven. Well, maybe you've heard of Barney, very famous hunter.
Do we know Barney?
I don't know Barney. Barney who?
I think her full name is what was it again? Barnabas.
You're dating.
Who doesn't ring a bell?
You're seeing Barnabas.
Well, like I said, it's a little bit new, but yes. They've been in and out of my ward so much, something developed over time. The first 17 times they asked me out, I was not interested, but, you know.
Wore you down, did he? That's what I do to trails.
Trails?
Yes, in the woods. 15 or so times, you wear them down to a nice path.
In this
You're
case,
just precious. You remind
the
me
path-
of my
650-year-old grandpapa.
Oh, I might know him. What was his name?
Give me a history check with advantage because this is hilarious.
Uh-huh. With advantage. Is there a way that I do it with advantage that pops up on the screen, JP?
No, not yet.
All right, I got a 15 with advantage.
There you go.
Oh, yes. In fact, now you recognize her a little bit. You see some resemblance. You remember a famous healer amongst your people that wandered up into the north named Elgon.
You mean Elgon?
Wait, you do know my grandpapa?
What a rascal! He taught me everything I know about walking trails.
Well, it's, how old are you?
I stopped counting.
Well, he recently moved to this city. I know he used to live in the Wilderlands, but I felt uncomfortable with him living out there by himself in his old age. He has a cottage nearby now.
What? I'll have to go visit.
Oh, I'm sure he would be thrilled to see you, Red.
Oh, stop it. Well, we
Well,
have to take your quest now.
I was going
It's
to
what
say, by
family would
shopping.
do. Yes, yes. Well, what should we get this trailblazer of yours?
Well, I don't know what type of things do adventurers like?
I look to the others.
We don't receive gifts very often, so I don't.
Yes, I've never actually received a gift in my life. This is new to me.
We'll think on it.
I guess we'll have to figure that out. Healing potions.
No, that's a boring.
What?
Gift.
Oh. A really nice dagger.
Well,
That's actually
not
not bad.
all adventurers like daggers, though. What do adventurers like?
Murder.
Can I roll?
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they like adventures. What would I roll to think about this?
Can we all
Yeah, give
roll at the
me
same
a-
time or
Yeah,
have
give
advantage?
me an insight checks to see if you
Okay.
can figure it out.
All right. 12, 6. What do you roll, Max?
I roll thusly, stalling for time, and there it is, a 9.
A 9.
Well, Red, you're the closest with the 12. You think probably something winter solstice themed would be cool, since you know that one thing adventurers love is a change up in the rations. And you know that around this time of year, they make some pretty good whey breads and snacks and things like that. You wonder if you could get a I almost said Pepperidge Farms, like a gift basket or something like that.
Some fridge pep farms.
I wonder. Maybe there's
Ridge Pepper Farms makes the
some
best.
sort of adventurous Ridge Pepper Farm basket we could gather. Some tasty treats that maybe your significant other hasn't tasted before.
Like a basket full of gifts, is what you're saying.
Yes, but edible gifts.
do you know if they have any dietary restrictions, stuff they can't eat?
Like I said, this is a little bit new, so I actually don't.
Okay, we'll just assume they can eat anything.
As a dwarf, I imagine they eat stones sometimes, I hear.
I've known some dwarves that had allergies to certain things. It's, you don't want to kill the guy unless we do. How is this, Barnaby? Is he nice?
What is that's the second time you've mentioned today about killing.
I don't know. My head's in a weird place.
Thank you, Ruby. We will we will get your friend, partner, whatever, no labels, a gift.
I appreciate it. When you have it, I'll meet you after my shift, and then I'll look over your contract.
Fantastic. We'll meet here.
Excellent.
Yes, outside the ward.
All right. We will see you soon.
Come, my significant others. Let's go find a basket.
Of gifts.
Freedy's sake. Yeah, let's go. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yes, so we leave. As we're walking out, can I do a history check to see if I remember any dietary restrictions that Barnabas had while we were adventuring?
Yeah, go for it.
This is your previous guy that was a dick to you, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
21. Damn.
Oh, wow.
21. Yeah, you know that he has an allergy specifically to shellfish, and that's it.
So we're getting him shellfish.
Some delicious crab cakes.
We're going to get him a gift of just a bunch of shellfish.
Like just a really gross bag of shrimp.
Yeah.
Like, here you go.
Oh,
Steve.
God. Okay. All right. Where are we headed then? We need to go get a basket, I guess, first off, right?
Down to the market, of course.
Yes. We need a basket, and we'll figure it out from there.
What if we
Oh.
sell one of the fronds for 6 whole gold, and then we use that 6 gold to buy a great basket?
That's an expensive gift.
That's very expensive. What kind of
I'm
food are you
not
trying to
sure.
get?
I don't really know how much things cost. I live in the forest.
Fair
What
enough.
could the cost of a basket be? 5, 6 gold?
Maybe a silver at most. Depends on
A
how
few,
finely
maybe
woven it
silver.
is.
Yeah, it's food. It's like you eat it and then it's gone.
You don't eat baskets, Blibble.
The stuff in the basket.
We're
Also, isn't
talking
this
about
Barnabas?
the actual basket. Yes, I know him.
He's the guy you don't like. He's a dickbag. Why are we doing this?
It's. I don't dislike him. He dislikes
Well,
me.
if the
I
basket
dislike him.
is-
He's an asshole.
If the basket's big enough, maybe Ruby could carry this dwarf around in it. And if it's fancy enough, he might want to be in there.
A dwarf would be upset about being carried around, especially one like
You
Barnabas.
don't know that about this. Don't make assumptions.
I'm not.
I think he does. He actually spent time with this Barnabas.
Yes.
So.
Really?
Well, he was the one in the bar that was rude to me, Red. Do you remember? Before we set out?
I'll be honest, I don't.
That's fine. I didn't expect you to. I just wanted to give you the chance.
How was
Just
he
believe.
rude to you?
In every way. Trying to pick a fight. Talking about his past and how everything Dove, touches goes
We
to
don't need to
absolute
relive
crap.
the
He's a
memory.
waste of a person.
Blibble, please. Blibble.
That he's just an absolute mess
Blibble.
with bad.
That does sound terrible.
He did say all those
Can't
things.
believe
but
he
it's
called
fine.
you an
He was
absolute
upset.
mess of a person.
The thing, he lost his wife during that. And so I'm glad he has moved on. Perhaps this is a new leaf for him, as you say, Red.
I do
So
say
is
that
it-
often.
He wasn't always a douche because he's really, I did not like him. I was going to fight him in that bar.
I thought you were going to say you were going to kill him.
Well,
You've improved.
it wasn't off the table.
Okay. Sometimes you
Don't
should.
just go around killing people. Why? Is it,
You've mentioned it twice today, Blibble. It just needs to be said.
right. Sure.
Well,
If anything, you guys should think that's a good thing because if things go down, I'm ready to go there if we need to. Got your back all the way, is what it means.
yes, that's what significant others do for each other. I agree.
Exactly.
Right, we are certainly ride or die, right, Dove?
Sure. Yes. Yes.
Just not too fast. But
Sorry,
maybe
saving my Warhammer figures for my cat.
As you do.
you have to do that. Maybe if we procure this gift and it's something special, this rivalry between the two of you will subside and this dwarf will find love again and all will be right with the world.
But it's
It's
a
a very
gift
important
from
basket.
It'll be a gift from Ruby, which means he wouldn't know that it's coming from Dove. Kind of defeats the whole purpose.
Well, perhaps this spirit will move him to not be so rude, perhaps. He's
Yes,
allergic to
yes.
shellfish, if I recall. He hated them on our first trip out.
So we should get some shellfish.
No, we don't want to ruin this for Ruby.
I don't think we should.
All right. I just threw it out there. I just wanted to see.
I
We're going to help them.
Yes, I agree. We should help. That should be the plan of action.
Oh, well, let's go to the market.
The
But
market.
imagine if you did give him shellfish and then his face got all red and puffy. And then Ruby had to save his life. And then,
Then we wouldn't-
then they would fall in love. And
I
then
don't
he'd stop
think that's how
being on
that
Dove.
works. Nope.
Oh, but no, like, that's assuming he
I've
tries
read
it
some
there.
fancy books with half-naked peoples on the covers red, and that's almost always how it works.
I've read those books too. Think I wrote a
which one?
few a couple 100 years ago.
You wrote romance novels?
Red, you didn't
Yes.
write. No, Red. That's not
Duff!
Red.
Are you telling me I didn't write a complete novel named One Night with the Ogre Queen? I'm pretty sure I did.
That did not happen, Red. Those were your mother's journals left over. You did not write those. You read them. And I told you not.
Read, right. They got published anyway. I funded
How
a
does he
whole
remember this?
reconstruction of a forest grove off of that
He
money.
has selective memory, I swear.
I swear, some of the stuff he just pulls out of that shell of his.
Oh,
Can't remember
my
what he had for
shell.
breakfast.
Hold on, I've got all sorts of things in here.
Can I roll to see if I can pull out a basket?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Just give me a luck roll, like a bear D20.
God, that's an 18.
You pull out a small foraging basket full of mushrooms and berries.
Maybe we could use this.
Well, let me see it. Is it a nice basket? You said it's small, bronze, but is
I
it,
hand it over.
is it finely
Yeah,
woven?
It's a little small, but it is nice. It actually has like a Studio Ghibli kind of charm to it.
Red, where did this come from? What's the story behind this one?
I honestly don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just kept it back there in case we ever needed a basket. Look at us now. You keep telling me, don't save things, Red. You'll never need it, Red. There's no reason to keep that, Red. Well, look who is the wrong one now.
Red, I've never said that to you ever.
I'm pretty sure someone said that to me.
It wasn't me.
Who else have I been talking to?
I
It
don't
wasn't
know.
me. I haven't known you that long.
It must have been Elegy.
Maybe.
That sounds right.
Sure. Well, we have a basket. What should we be filling? Dwarves like meats and maybe a nice. Could put a rock or something in there.
Probably loves rocks.
I mean,
But just in case he doesn't, let's get something that's actually known as like more edible for everybody.
an edible rock? They make those?
Let's say maybe an edible arrangement of rocks.
So something that looks like a rock, but it's not.
Maybe some sort of. Let's go to the market. Why are we speculating here? This is,
Well, it's good to have a
Yes.
plan. We start to walk towards the market as I explain the importance of a
Begin
plan.
to walk towards the market. You're currently in the Zephyr ring of the city, home to guild quarters of all kinds, including the Floristic League and the sort of repository of cartography, which you're walking past now. And you go to the market that is usually frequently sort of used to stock the guilds nearby, so it is a little bit nicer. But there is also a small makeshift winter solstice market that has cropped up next to the regular market that has weapons and armors and things like that. Here amongst the stalls, you see that they are like decorated with kind of these like almost like candy cane style striped red and blue pennants that kind of like waft off of the four corners of the carts and stuff like that. Give me perception checks to see like what catches your eye first.
All of us?
Yes.
Rolled a 9. Red a 13.
Three.
And
We
Blibble
are
a 3.
Truly awful at this.
Really
We're
bad.
not
rolls
very
today.
good. Yeah.
Very bad rolls today.
Yeah, it's a sort of barrage for the senses, and so you almost get a little distracted. Blibble, you smell a delicious stew kind of being poured into like these flaky, crusted, like savory pies in a corner. You almost like float on the, like cartoon style on the smell towards it.
They kind of drift
Dove,
away like they're
you're distracted by wonders of the Fey realm that remind you of back home. You see like one or two items that are imbued with Fey magic from one of the stalls near you. And it's actually a decorative dagger stall. Like they have like a number of different spell casting focuses and magic daggers that have kind of like propped up in this like special winter stall. And Red, you notice with a 13, an old friend, an elderly Asimar. A lot of the like beautiful like red feathers from his winged back almost look like they are a little battered and rougher worn. The blonde hair is turning silver rapidly at the temples, and the once imperious brows actually droop down his face now, kind of blending in with his beard a bit. And you see him walking along, and as he walks along, with like one like sort of gnarled branch as a sort of walking stick, you see him go, "Oh, those meat pies smell delicious." Oh.
What is this character's name? Do I know this person?
You
Elgon.
recognize him as Elgon, the gentleman you're referring to as Ruby's great-great-grandpapa.
Well, I'll be. Elgon, you meat pie eating crazy bird.
Well, I'll be. Red, is that you?
Oh, boy.
I hope it's not anyone else.
Oh, Red. He comes over and gives you like a big hug, kind of like patting
Oh yeah,
your
I
shell.
squeeze him.
Like, oh.
You hear his back crack, but not in an alarming way, like in a good way.
How have you been? I heard you were in town.
I just moved in. I hate it.
Right? There's so
Too
much
many
going on
people.
here.
What
Too
are
many people.
what are walls and why are they everywhere?
And why do people need 4 of them?
What's wrong with just a roof and some sticks? Back in my day, a good lean-to was all you needed.
And most of the time, we were the ones doing the leaning.
Should we split off from them? Or do you think?
I'm okay with that.
Oh, these are my significant
yes,
others.
Yes, nice.
Dull
Hey.
and Blibble.
We're friendly friends. I am Dove. This
Well,
is
I
Blibble.
won't go putting labels on it.
No need to. When you have others as significant as these two.
Well,
Hi.
Yes, nice to
what
meet
do you find yourselves in the market for?
We're not sure.
We trying to get some something nice for a friend of ours for their
friend.
friend.
Yes.
Mm.
I bet you know who it is.
Well,
Oh.
no, Red. That's not very nice.
What do you mean? Of course he's gonna want to know his great-great-granddaughter is doing well.
What?
I
Is it a
know!
gift for Ruby? Oh, when Ruby was little, her favorite treat was Grandpa Ninny's summer sausages, along with the fondue. And then you take a stick and you dip a slice of the sausage into the dew, and you do the dew. Oh, it was so good.
Also, there was this potato dish where they would put cheese in it. So much cheese. And then they'd take a spoon and they'd
Oh.
like kind of pull at the cheese. And it was like potato cheesy goodness. It's true.
Cheese is such a good gift.
One of the best. You're right. Everyone loves cheese.
Except those that are allergic to it, of course. But yes.
Yes.
What kind of
Even
monster is
they
allergic to
love it.
cheese? I love cheese.
If you're
Next
Next thing
people
you
are
tell me
allergic.
certain
cheese,
people can't eat bread. What's next? Nuts?
back in my day, people weren't allergic to anything.
Not
They were
anything.
just healthier.
Yep, except for maybe pollen.
Mm.
Oh, it would get up in my nose and make me sneeze something fierce.
You'd think you'd be very, very used to pollen.
Actually, I hate it. Flowers are nice, but it's true.
Well, have you tried talking to the pollen? All you have to do is just be nice to it, and it'll be nice to you.
Have you ever tried talking to a baby? It's roughly the same thing.
Okay, you didn't get what I was doing there.
You have
I
to be
didn't
more direct.
understand it. I'm not sure I have a little help.
Nope. Let's just. Cheese is a good start, I'd say. Maybe some nice meats and cheeses.
Yes.
It should be a lot of that right now, especially with the solstice going on.
Oh, yes.
You've been here. Yes, what's a good solstice meat?
Oh, I would say the reindeer sausage is pretty good this time of year.
That sounds good.
They grind it up and then they add peppers, and it warms you up from the inside out.
How old are you, by the way? Just I don't want to. I don't mean to be rude, but
I'm 782.
that makes sense.
You don't look a
How
day over
old?
500.
Oh, Red, you don't look a day over 300.
That's why I always liked you.
Red, give me a we'll do like a charisma saving throw with advantage.
Charisma saving throw? Oh my
Just 'cause
god.
this is going in a very strange
All right,
direction.
with advantage.
With
It
advantage.
is
A
16.
That's enough. You know, Algon like leans into you and he goes, Red, seeing you again has made me feel young. I want to give you something.
Oh, you don't have to give me anything but your friendship.
But you're significant to me, and I want to give you a token of our significant othership.
Well, I have to accept it now, my significant other.
Will you be my significant other. And he holds forward like a little ring. It's like, it looks to be made of brass, kind of intertwining over gold, kind of braided together carefully.
My goodness, this looks so significant. Well, of course I have to be. After all these years of help, I need some. I'd be a fool not to take this.
And yeah, he takes the ring and he kind of
Mhm.
like puts it in the back of his shell with all the other things.
Doesn't even like try to.
As you put it back with your magical awareness, you do feel that it is a magical ring as you carefully put it inside your shell. An old guild ring, perhaps, from when Elgon was a proud guild member.
I'll keep it with me always.
Mm. I'll leave you to your shopping then. Grandpa
significant
Ninny's
other.
is down the way. The
Who
best
is down the
meat-
way?
Grandpa Ninny.
Grandpa
They've
Ninny.
got meat and they've got cheese.
Seems
That's
like
great.
an
That's-
all-in-one stop. Yes.
It's like exactly what we were just talking about and looking for.
Well then.
Thank you.
Thank you, old friend. Blibble, lead the way.
Pleasure meeting you.
All right. Nice meeting you, Mr. Elgon, sir. Okay, I
He,
think
like,
it's over
walks
this way.
along.
Yeah, come over here.
Drawing his shawl closer over his shoulders. You walk down a cobblestone street and you hear it and smell it before you see it, the storefront that is. Lines and lines of people lined up. That's one way to say that. In front of a bustling storefront, the top of the facade of which is like a halfling with like a twirled mustache and a big sort of beard. And you see that he's like holding a cup of coffee, and almost by magic, steam is like coming out of the cup of coffee and forms the word ninnies. There are people clamoring. You smell like the meat and cheese. There's like a patio that's like packed with a waiting list of people sitting there enjoying like hot coffee, hot chocolate with like fondue fountains kind of being brought around. And as you kind of wait in line for what seems like an eternity, eventually you make your way to the front where a very disgruntled half elf says, "Hello, welcome to Grandpa Ninny's. What can I get you today?"
Well, what
You,
do-
Turtle. Yes, what can I get you?
Well, we're new here. What do you have besides the meats and cheeses? We know that, but what's your best item?
Our most popular item is the dark chocolate and what is it? Lingonberry christening log, something like that. We've also got a new ghost pepper fondue. You know what? It's here. It's on the menu. If you want to just step aside, and I can help the person after you while you figure out what you
Certainly.
want.
Do you provide samples, perhaps?
Yes, of course. What would you like a sample of?
Look, I slowly look down at the menu and just hand it back to her. Can we have a sample of all of this?
Yes, of course. Yes, you can have a sample of everything. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. Busiest day of the year. Yep.
Great.
I will
Thank
be
you.
right back with your samples.
Fantastic. I turn to Blibble and Red. We're getting a sample of everything. We'll try it individually and rate it, and then whatever rates the highest, we'll put in the gift basket.
Okay. I think. Okay. God, I hope they don't spit in the food.
Why would they spit in the food, Blibble?
I know you guys, you're not used to this, but like, this is really a very busy time, and you just asking for a sample of everything is very much annoying to them. And I don't know if you picked up on that, because look at all these people that are trying to get food, and then you're sitting there going, We will have a sample of everything. And that doesn't even necessarily lead to a sale.
Well, how do you
It's
know
just
what you want
free
unless
food at
you
that
try
point.
everything on the menu? Then you
I'm
can
with
make
you
an
normally,
informed decision.
but right now, situational and spatial awareness is just something that would be really valuable right now.
I'm aware.
But I'm
of
with
all
you.
the-
I don't know. I've never been here before.
Right, so we need to try everything.
Okay, just be very nice. 'Cause
I'm always.
well, you know what? It's for
nice.
Barnabas. Fuck that guy. I don't care. Be as rude as you want.
Well, we're trying the food before we're not giving all the samples to Barnabas. We're gonna have you try the food, Blibble.
Why me?
You're from the city. I don't know what's good and what's not. We eat.
That's right. I'm from the city. That means I'm the only one that knows what tasting things is like.
I see my logic is not very strong in that, but we eat
No, it's
things
not.
from the forest, not this, process.
We'll all take a nibble and then give some to Blibble.
You just had okay.
I had to rhyme it. Nibble, Blibble.
No, I understand.
She comes back
Pay her more for her time. Yes, I understand what
with,
you're saying,
like-
Blibble. We'll turn around.
She
and-
comes
and
back
notice her.
with 12 like bamboo shoots, each with like a square of cheese on it. And there's 3 of you. She hands 4 to each of you. These are our seasonal specials. We have more, but you can try these and see if any of them are up to snuff first, maybe. Here we've got the very first one is our cranberry Stilton. And then here is our black currant Wensleydale. This one is our honey brie. And then this one right here is just like our seasonal raclette. It tastes good melted on bread. And then to go along with it, I also have some of our more like savory pairings. This is our in-house Grandpa Ninny's famous pretzel. This one here is our dried fig toast rounds. Here we have our traditional baguette, and then here we have our all wheat crackers that come with a sesame seed dusting.
And the
You
meats.
look over, and Red's hands are already empty.
Right. The meats. I will be right back with the meats.
I promise you we're going to get something. We're getting a gift for somebody. We know it's busy. Sorry. Thank you for your time.
I don't know about the 2 of you, but that wasn't tasty at all.
You already ate it all?
Why would you eat?
It was
Red.
pointy. I don't understand why they put those sticks in there.
You got to take the stick out. That's just to make it convenient for people to eat it.
What's convenient about sticking sticks in cheese?
Not everybody has giant, hooves. What do you call these?
Hands, you
What do you
mean?
call
These
it?
are hands, Blibble.
They're
You
not
have some
exactly
too.
hands.
These are hands.
Yes.
I mean,
What
they
do
don't
you
look like
call
this.
it?
I call it a hand. Look at, but see, with the difference between he holds his hand like next
Can you
next
not
to Red's.
pick up cheese like this?
But I'm saying I have smaller digits. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like it's convenient to just be able to. Did it taste good?
No, I think my mouth is bleeding. That was terrible. And all those flavors combined, there was no profile. It made no sense to me.
I gotta be honest with you guys. When we first met and we entered into going on this adventure together, I had no goddamn clue this is where we would be.
Somehow I knew it's exactly where we'd be.
I'm just happy we're here. At that point, I turn around. Are people just like building a line behind us and getting more and more upset that we've
Yes.
not done
You
anything?
you see like a baby elf behind you going, Mommy, I'm hungry. And the mom is like, sorry, baby. Some people are just assholes.
Hold on.
Recognize
I
it,
take
like-
some of Blibble's cheese.
Here you go, little one. Watch out for the sticks.
Red, we're okay.
The little elf
That
like
child
accepts
was
it.
crying.
the worker comes back in her apron with like her sort of company knit cap that's like striped, just like the halfling on the sign outside in like green and white. And as she comes back, she was like, "Meats," and she like fans the like the sticks with like the samples on them in front of you all for you to grab them.
Oh,
Yes,
you.
thank you. And the prices of these, are those on the menu?
We have a few different ways. You can buy them piecemeal, or you can buy like a sampler with your 12 favorite items. And that'll only be 3 gold for the biggest size. You can get the smallest size for 50 silver.
All right. Well, we'll go make our decision and then we'll be back. Thank you.
Feel free to
for
help
your-
these other people. Oh my goodness, please.
Okay,
yes.
I will.
course.
I'll,
Red takes his
Wait,
Red takes
what?
his food and begins to walk through the line, handing people like,
Thank you for waiting. Thank you for
Red,
waiting.
no, you don't work here. We were supposed to taste those.
I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat meat.
It's fine.
Okay.
Here you go,
Libel,
have a sausage.
the two of us can decide. He wasn't going to.
Okay, I'll be over here.
he's just taking the tray and he's just handing it out to random strangers now.
Yeah. As the person waiting on you like lines up shots of like small shot glasses and then pours like melted chocolate over the top of them for a waiter to take away, she points unceremoniously to like 4 meats that are indiscernible because she does it so quickly, and she's like, that one's ice troll blood, black pudding. That's our winter kielbasa. That's our orange peel shublig, and that right there is our extra spicy chorizo. And then she like walks away with another tray.
I once fought an ice troll named Chorizo. Remember that, Dove?
Red, that didn't. No.
I'm pretty
He
sure that
makes this
happened.
stuff up, right? Like a lot
He
of it, I would
does.
say like at least half of it is made up.
I'm pretty sure that happened.
He gets that from his mother and her books. That's why they were.
Or
It
maybe
was a
like
spicy ice troll, that one.
some of it happened, but then he hears other words and he just pastes the word onto that.
Yes, that's probably true. Blibble, we should decide on this. How would you like to
Yeah, let's-
rate these? 1 by 1, or just try them all and say what's best?
For the love of God, just pick something.
I think the best is to go 1 by 1 and really evaluate each note of flavor. Because I honestly
Oh
think
my God! You just
I
hear the
think
first
I-
one.
if Starla is watching and if she has some sort of, magical essence, and I think she's really gonna enjoy this. I think this is gonna make really good content for her.
Very well. The first item, and I think that we could probably go to a break. Because we're going to try each item 1 by 1 between me and Blibble and rank.
As the party samples each meat and cheese 1 by 1, painstakingly pointing out its notes and undertones as though it were a fine wine, and the shop is full of people that are getting progressively rowdier despite Red's attempts to assuage them. That'll be where we take our first break so that you can also enjoy some meats and cheeses of your own.
So you can also take a break
Yeah,
from this.
yeah. Take a break. Have a break from us on this break.
Not how I expected this episode to go at all.
I think you did. I think you know what you've done. I think this is your doing. We'll be right back after this.
And welcome back. So, you managed to leave the shop. Well, what do you pick? Actually,
Actually, as we come back,
I think we're all agreed. We got to try them again because that was not enough to figure out what we.
Should I ask for another sample for all of us? Well, for the two of us, we don't. Red's. I don't know what Red's doing. Red.
Red is like
Red.
half a block away.
What? How do we? We don't see red. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, he stands out because he's a giant turtle, but he's like he's far down and probably
wanna
can't hear
believe
you because the crowd is
somehow
very
he's
loud.
procured more somehow, and he's just
This-
got these samples. He like is essentially working for them at
Yeah,
this point.
I would think they just gave you samples to pass out because you were already doing it, and they don't mind the extra help around the holidays.
Little gnomes keep coming up and bringing me more. I'm just walking around with a tray, like thrilled about it. Yeah.
Blibble, have you seen Red? I must have misplaced him while we were ranking these, or attempting to. We're not done ranking.
He was giving out samples. I don't know how he has more. If I
Little like strains to look like.
I think I see him down there.
As
Just
you
like him in the
strain to
distance.
look, give me a deck save.
What the?
Uh-oh.
Got a 19. Suck it.
It's a good thing you're like peering like this, is you're able to dodge a like dinner roll thrown at your head as someone is like, for the love of God, just buy your meat and go.
Okay.
Wait,
All right, calm down.
what is best? We tried them all, but we can't decide. What do you prefer?
Give me a persuasion check. This person's like really annoyed with you.
Sure, I have +9. Surely this can't go bad. 22.
She sighs exasperatedly. It's like a tiefling, and comes up and she's like, well, does your friend like spicy stuff or do they like not spicy stuff?
Can I make a quick history check to know?
Yeah, go for it.
11.
You vaguely remember them having a spice tolerance, but you don't remember if they liked spicy food.
I would say they enjoy it, but not too spicy. It's not that spicy, is it?
Listen, you can't really go wrong with honey brie, baguette, and it'll pair beautifully with this orange peel shoeblig.
A shoe what? They're gonna eat a
Shoeblig.
shoe?
It's a type of beef, pork, milk, spices. Tastes good grilled.
Oh, we were supposed to know what that is.
Did
Who
we
knows what a
Did we
shoeblig
eat
is?
that one? Did we try that one? I don't. Should we
I
get
think we
another
tried it.
sample?
Let's just go with it. Let's just go with what they want, because otherwise, I
Yeah,
feel
you
like
just
people
get-
are gonna start.
One of each, and then if you get the full sizes, it'll fill this basket you're holding, and it'll only cost you 2 gold, and you're done.
Well, that sounds pretty. Why wouldn't they just tell us that beforehand, Blibble? That was much easier than trying them all, one by one, and using this rating system that we've developed.
I don't know. Let's just move on. I'm so tired of trying food.
Oh, okay. Well, here, you paid for it. You have the gold, and I'll go collect Red.
All right. We'll get the thing with the.
Pretend he's saying the right words.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. Yes, here you go. All right, we've got 1 shoeblig, 1 brick of honey brie, and 1 baguette. That's 2 gold. Here it is. Normally I would offer gift wrapping, but I'm not going to. Please take your food and leave. Thank you.
Okay,
Next.
thank you.
And the next person comes strolling up with a small child in tow that's like, Mommy, I'm so hungry. I know, baby. I'm sorry. Some people are just assholes. All right, we'll have. And that's the last thing you hear as you're leaving the shop.
Great. I'm going to find Red.
As you leave Blibble, people clap.
Blibble goes, thank you. Thank you. We figured it out. We got the
You hear
shoeblig,
one-
everybody.
You hear one dwarf from the back go, you suck.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you.
And you catch up with Red and Dove.
Is he like at the
Yeah,
ass
what
end
is
of the line?
what is Red doing? Like, what do we find and what do we stumble upon Red?
Yeah, you see me at the end of the line, standing in the line.
Red, we're done. What are you in line for?
Oh, I was waiting to get back up to you.
That's okay. We've talked about how lines work, Red. You can just walk up. You're with our group. You can.
The lion seemed very angry at someone I didn't want to cut.
Well, Blibble mentioned that he was going to kill another person. Now the third time today. So.
When did I say
A
that?
lot of times.
Well, you said it. You were there. You said, "Man, this is so good. I would kill someone for this meat."
Those words never came out of my mouth. He's lying.
I was there.
You need to talk to someone, Blibble.
No. I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Sound a
it's
little
what
angry to
significant
me.
Others do for each other.
Let's just go give this fucking meat and cheese and bread to Ruby so that way she can give it to somebody who doesn't deserve it, and then hopefully we gain favor with them so that way we can continue to have adventures and have them give us more services for the exchange.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I don't think he's okay.
So when are you guys my therapists?
We're your friends.
Okay, I'm just... What?
You sound upset.
There is actually
Ever
something
since-
actively like digging at Blibble, but he's not willing to share.
I mean, we're gonna keep digging till we.
Ever since this whole elegy business was brought up, you've been very uncomfortable.
Oh, it has nothing to do with LG. Fine. Not a big deal. You can just move
So it
forward.
has nothing to do with elegy. Is it one of us?
No, has nothing to do with you guys. Let's just go. I'll be okay.
Do we need to
So is
find
it about
another
you?
person to figure out what is wrong? We know
Yes.
there's
No.
probably someone in the guild that could help with this.
Certainly. 'Tis the season.
Listen,
That's what they
I'm not going
say.
to talk about it in detail, okay? So just, can we move on?
But you're
Can you
saying something
summarize?
is bothering you.
Yes, we don't need details.
Oh my
just
God.
a quick summation.
All right, so I just got a flashback from when I was a child, okay? They're in the market. That's it. With something that I don't want to talk about,
Were you picked on?
but I will be okay.
Were you picked on as a child, Blibble?
Who isn't picked on?
I wasn't picked on. Were you picked on, Dove?
All, yes and no, for different reasons.
What reasons were those?
We're not dealing with my problems here. This is Blibble's problem.
We're not dealing with mine either. I'm just sharing the bare minimum right now so we can move on.
Seems to me like we should deal with both of these problems and perhaps come to some satisfying special conclusion. Some kind of holiday special conclusion.
I'm not
What
following.
makes you say that?
Look around you. It's the perfect time to resolve those issues.
Well, now that you mention it, Red, I've been feeling real blue around this time. What with me not growing up with a whole lot of strong parental figures who weren't able to give me all the gifts that I deserved, I thought, as a child. And gee, it would sure be nice if I was able to.
Can I make an insight roll to
Rectify
see
that
if
in
he's
some way.
bullshitting?
Of course, yeah.
12.
Insight versus are you lying, Blibble?
I am lying.
Yeah, make a deception check.
So,
Yeah, Dove, you see right through it.
yeah, I just interrupt. Red, he's lying to us.
Blibble.
No,
You
no, I
don't
think
have
we
to
should
lie
really
to hide
spend.
No, don't lie to us. You don't have to hide your feelings away. We're significant others.
Mhm. Yeah, I know.
Significant.
Significant. Uh-huh.
Yes,
I don't.
yes.
I still haven't known you guys for that long for us to have group therapy sessions right now.
We were almost eaten by worms together.
That is true. What were you doing, by the way? Were you just giving free samples to everyone in that line?
You can't change the subject, Blibble.
I can and I did.
I did give free samples. It was my job.
Were they just
notice
bringing
now-
you more?
Red is wearing one of the uniform caps. the blue and white striped cap of Grandpa Ninny's.
They gave
I
you.
had a tray. I figured it was my job to do it. I saw the gnomes. They were doing the same thing.
I'll pluck the cap from Red's head and put it in the basket. He'll like this, I think.
I liked it.
A souvenir.
Yeah,
of
you didn't
sorts.
even ask him of the special hat.
Well, it would have gone in his
Ugh.
shell and lost for all eternity. But speaking of that, what was that thing that your friend gave you? It was a.
It was a ring. The kind of ring one gives to a significant other. I know it won't mean much to you now, but maybe one day you'll think back kindly on us, Blibble, and remember us as your significant other.
I give Blibble the ring.
Aww.
Little's like,
Oh, okay, thank you.
And then can I roll to see if I notice that, like,
Yeah, you can roll either a history check or arcana check.
let us do Arcana. God, can I just
What is
roll
happening today?
anything good?
That's a 6.
It's the worst winter solstice ever.
Yeah, you feel magic thrumming from it. But you're not sure the nature of that magic or the school of that magic.
Okay.
You could still put it on and attempt to attune to
Yeah,
it.
Blibble just considers it for a second because he knows something's going on with this. And he's like,
Mhm.
thank you, Red. Like, because it goes from his demeanor goes from like, oh, thank you. And then like, oh, wow, cool. This is nice. And then he goes, puts it on.
Yeah.
And he disappears.
As you put it on, you feel it like kind of like almost like almost like magnet, if that makes sense. Like you put it halfway on your finger and then you feel it just
Yeah.
like slips the rest of the distance on its own, and you feel your hands kind of tingle a little bit, kind of like they fell asleep and now they're waking back up. And you obtain Elgon's guild signet from his time in the guild. This allows you to cast which is it? Entangle. It has 3 charges. It regains 1 D3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing it, you can expend 1 charge to cast Entangle with a save of 13. This basically, to read the Entangle spell, grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast the spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. In this case, it's a 13. On a success, it frees itself.
Well, there's
When
the
the
ring.
spell ends, the conjured plants wilts away.
So, if it's a guild insignia or
Mhm.
signet,
Hmm.
are you like part of the guild now? Did I just give you the greatest Christmas gift of all? I'm sorry, solstice gift of all.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps. I mean, it's possible. You gave me the greatest gift that now he's a guild member, full and true.
But it wasn't the guild membership that was the gift. It was the friendship that he discovered.
You've
him
gotten
the torch.
admitted
Guys,
to the
we
greatest
still got
guild
like
of all.
we got like an hour 15 left. You can't do the
The
summation.
Guild of Friendship.
like this early. We got
Nope,
75
too late,
minutes.
JP.
And so it was that our party members realized that the real meaning of winter solstice was the time they spent together and the
Love's
friendship.
heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Be Blibble's
Thanks,
heart.
guys,
And then
for watching the show. I appreciate you. I guess I'll start us out with shout outs.
All the little gnomes get together like solstice.
Does the woodpecker like drop out
Yeah. I feel like the song should be like you're my significant other. You're my significant.
Yeah. Everyone's significant other.
Does the squirrel like go meet another squirrel instead of trying to stab him, like offer him a nut? It's like
Yeah.
where
Oh, yeah, no, they
the
both,
black
yeah.
they both
rain,
have
like,
knives, and
circles
then
it.
they both have knives, and then share each other's knives.
Wait,
They
share
give
each other's knives? What is that? They
Yeah,
hand
they
each
like
other
put
one?
down a knife
Like
and then pick up the other
trade?
knife. Yeah. They give
Yeah,
each
no,
other
it's they
Christmas-
both come up. They both come up looking like vicious with their knives in their mouths. Like, and you think for a second they're gonna fight, and then one of them goes and lays the knife down for the other, and then the other one reciprocates, and they trade
Yeah.
knives because they're
Yeah.
gifts.
And then
Nice.
snow starts falling perfectly, landing
Yeah.
one like on Red Jasper's nose.
And then Blibble hears Blibble. Blibble.
Eh,
Blibble.
What?
What? You weren't with us.
I'm sorry. My mind wandered.
Must be an effect of the ring.
Yeah, it's definitely some magic going with this. This is a nice ring. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What do you know what it does? You
I'm
shouldn't
pretty
just
sure.
Put on rings. That's a bad habit to form.
So do I actually know, or are you just telling me the player?
No, you have a sense. Like you feel like
Yeah,
in fact, we could even say you use it and see the vines kind of burst out for a moment.
sure. It'll be like,
I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100%, but screw it. Let's try it. And she just goes,
What? And then it happens. Whatever.
too late.
happens.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
just entangles nothing.
Nearby the ground sprouts with like these entangling vines that look actually somewhat familiar to you, Red. And you remember Elgon kind of being the type of person that would like it's imbued with his magic specifically.
Does it hit someone in line? The same people that were bitching, and they're just like, "Oh,
He
come
walked
on!"
away.
What is it?
I will not
It's
harass
one
this
of-
line.
Jesus
Oh,
Blib was like,
Christ.
this is not how we die.
I hate
There's a
shopping
honey
around
brie.
this time.
Run! Oh my God, Run! They're here again.
Why won't they leave us alone, mommy?
The three of us are just walking with our backs to all this happening as we leave the market. With just destruction in our wake. At the poor meat and cheese place. I think we're going back to Rosie. Is that right?
Ruby?
Ruby. Yes, Ruby. Sorry. With the basket in tow
What's
filled
your
with
basket?
the sweetmeats and succulent cheeses.
Mm-hmm.
And a cap.
And a cap.
Is the cap red?
No, it's blue and white and striped.
Oh,
That's
okay,
a
good.
cheap cap. Cap kind of
Mhm.
sucks. But it's fine.
It's an employee uniform cap, so
Well,
it's not the fanciest.
it's all right.
Grandpa Ninnies.
Yeah.
You walk back to the Cartographers Guild and find your way to like some small circular tables kind of underneath this beautiful like skylight that was in the guild hall that you noticed before. And you're kind of like on one of the balconies overlooking the main foyer, and you notice Ruby is like sat at one of the tables, kind of sort of like taking her lunch or the end of her shift like meal. She's kind of like hastily eating like a heel of bread with a glass of milk as she's like poring over some notes of her own. As you approach, she kind of looks relieved and she's like, "Oh, thank God. I wasn't sure if you were going to come back or not."
Well, a deal is a deal, of course. Blibble put this together all by himself. He did quite the job.
Oh my goodness, it's so festive. It's lovely. It's perfect.
Yeah, he even got a hat out of the employee. It's very nice.
I appreciate we try and make me look good. We all put this together. Well, yeah, all of us.
Like glanced at Red for a second.
The whole thing. We put a lot of care into this. Hopefully they like it.
It's perfect. If they don't like it, it tells me more about them than it tells me about you. Thank you so much. It smells delicious. And she like takes the basket from you and like puts it next to her. All right, let's take a look at this contract.
You go.
And she pours over the contract, this time taking extra time to look at the fine print. And she says, "Ah, here we go. Now, with Starla, she does always use the rules, but I think I may have found something that can help you. Now,
Oh,
here it says that Starla would be entitled to 30% of your earnings as your agent. Now, there are certain rules that an agent would have to abide by. One is bringing you the contract, which Starla admittedly did. But here it says she also has to provide all of your provisions and outfitting needs. Did she fulfill that requirement?
she did not. Absolutely not. She basically said, "Here's the contract. Better not screw me." Starla gets her 15% or 30%, whatever it is. I thought it was 15%. Is that 30 in there?
Yes, it says 30. Well, there's something else here too. It says that as your agent, she would be required to sponsor your application to the guild upon the successful completion of the contract, which, based off of the fact that you were able to collect the frond specimens, means that you're about to deliver this contract in good faith. So, I see it as one of two things. Either you can say that she failed to meet her requirements as an agent and therefore did not earn her 30%, or you could pay her the 30% and be accepted into the Floristic League yourselves. Because she would have to sign off on and sponsor you as your agent, especially after she accepts the 30%.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, if it means we can get into the guild, maybe it's worth it just doing the 30%, but there's no guarantee because this is just an application, right? And she signs off.
Well, an endorsement from Starla is as good as an acceptance. I guess the question is whether or not you would like to be a one-star sort of guild member in the Floristic League. It looks like you already are a guild member. And she like kind of gestures towards your ring.
Is that ring, though, from the Floristic Guild?
No.
And people can be a part. Can you be a part of multiple guilds? Yeah,
Yes.
right?
You know,
That's what I'm saying.
you know that Marin is, yeah.
Well, it's nice to be a
Requisitions and
part of.
relocations. Very prestigious guild. Very difficult to get into. I'm surprised that you are. No offense. It just seemed like your knowledge of magic was a little bit tenuous at best. But, if you're in the R&R guild, clearly you kind of know what you're doing. It's one of the more dangerous guilds to be member of.
Right. Well, it never hurts to be a part of, wear a cap, a hat, many different hats, right? I suppose.
Got no red caps, though.
No. They don't look good on me. The color red doesn't look good on me. Different shades of red, yes. More fire red. You guys have thoughts on this? I mean, we don't have to do the. I really don't want to give Starla 30%, but also being a part of the Floristic Guild and the League, they could that could potentially have benefits down in the future. Weighing it out.
Well, is it 30% of your take or all of our takes? Does it say in the fine print?
I mean,
Ruby?
She looks over it and she's like, it would be 30% of the gross total.
But we only have to turn in 4, correct?
Correct.
So if we get paid for the 4, we keep the rest. Seems fair to me. Starla gets her money, we get our money, and then... I don't know, maybe I'll buy 4 walls. Seems excessive, but everyone's doing it.
You want to buy a place in the city? It's probably going to cost you quite a lot, Red.
Red, why would you want to stay in the city?
Oh, I don't want to stay here. I'd rent it out. It's called passive income, Dove.
I. Who
He
told?
wants to be a landlord?
How did
you see this coming from Red?
Who told you this?
What do you mean? When I was standing in line, a kind little gnome told me all about it. I've become obsessed.
I see. Well, you can do what you want with your money. That's why it's your money.
He said half the homes in the city are empty at the moment, being rented out. Crazy.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Sounds like some sort of money laundering scheme to me.
You know, I've heard of a lot of the bigger guilds and splinter groups of these guilds. They have different groups together that just buy a bunch of the houses and property, and they just manipulate the market.
Why?
You want to be a part of that, Red?
Now that you mention it, no, I'd rather burn that to the ground. If you want to kill someone today, we could probably go do that.
Ruby, we're not. They're joking. We're not going to kill anyone.
Oh, yes, right. Joking.
Well, I guess a redistribution of wealth would not be terrible. Honestly, I find the lot of you rather intriguing, but also very confusing.
Yeah, we get that.
Yes. I
It's a
understand.
part of our
I'm often
charm.
confused. Yes.
Yes.
Interesting.
Well, Ruby, I believe we have a decision to make, and that is ours. And you have a date or something to attend to.
Right. Well, you're at my table in my guild, so
You best be going, I
goodbye.
suppose.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll see you
okay,
later.
Well, yes.
Blibble doesn't move.
I think we got.
Oh, right.
Thank you
Yeah, we should go.
again
Yeah,
for
no,
the
I'll go.
gift.
Yeah, sorry. I'm in a weird headspace today. I'm sorry. I'll go.
Yeah. Goodbye. Enjoy the
Goodbye.
winter
Thank you, Ruby.
solstice. You're very welcome, friends. Good luck in your negotiation.
So what do we think? I mean, we don't have to give her the 30%. I mean, if you want to, we can. And then, according to Ruby, you know, I guess it's as good as getting into that guild. I mean, that might be good. Benefit of having an additional, he holds up the ring. You know, guild membership might be useful. It's only 4 fennel fronds, too. We have extra.
Plus, this is the best part. If you deliver the 30%, even though she said 15%, then she'll realize that you know how to read contracts. Next time, she may not decide to cheat you. Because you're good to your word.
Yeah. I mean, I think I definitely am going to confront her on that part. Yeah.
I think you should, or we should pay the 30% and then wipe our hands clean of Starla. There's no need to
You don't
continue.
want to think, don't do any dusting up. Just do it, get it done with. That might be smart.
I think that
She
would be
really is an
best.
asshole, though. But I suppose the logic is just, you know, wipe our hands of her and then we don't have to work with her ever again.
Yes, I agree.
All
I
right,
think that
well,
would be best.
let's go find her. I guess we can find my buddy Simon.
Right.
He's
You-
over here, yeah.
Seek out Simon, sitting in a small cafe frequented by the students at the Fourth Pennant, one of the 4 arcane academies in the region. This one specializing in elemental energies. And you notice him large, like Coke bottle glasses that make his eyes look like bug eyes, two very droopy, pathetic looking goblin ears, and his hair kind of like French braided back, and it falls over one shoulder. It's like dark blue in color. His robes, unlike Blibble's, are immaculate. It looks like they're pressed and starched every single day, and he wears them with a pride as he sits poring over what seems to be a massive spell tome, kind of like carefully writing in it as he consults from another sort of like floating scroll that is like being held aloft almost like by a mage hand.
All right. Just, he's a little strange, and he's very into his books, a real nerdy type. Just, it'll be fine. Just, no sudden movements or nothing like that. He gets spooked easily. Let me do the talking, okay?
Fair enough.
Approaches carefully and like,
Hey, Simon! What's up?
Oh, wow. Hey, Blibble, how's it going? How are you today? Oh, my goodness. Wow. Look at you. Look at you with your edgy robes. They're all burnt up and stuff. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's so cool. How are you doing? Are you up to any adventures? Are you doing things what is new these days?
Yeah, I'm up to lots of cool adventures.
Oh,
Matter
wow.
of fact,
Come
we
here.
just-
Have a seat. Have a seat
Yeah,
next
absolutely.
to me there.
Hey,
Yeah.
these
I
are my
was
friends.
just,
Dove
looking over my mathematic
Red.
calculations. You've got turtle friends. Of course, Blibble would have turtle friends. That's so cool. That's so very, very cool. Hello, I'm Simon. Hello. I'm
Pleasure to
Simon.
meet you, Simon. I am Dove. This is Red.
Oh, Dove, that's a pretty neat name. Red sounds very metal. Red.
Yes.
Like the color of all the good kinds of magic, I always say. Except for purple
Exactly.
spells. Those are a little bit better, personally. So how's
Oh.
that Afridi doing in your head? Any more
I'm
thoughts
doing-
about me interviewing him, Blibble, one of these days? I mean, I would really like to just have a sit down with him if you could arrange it.
I'm sorry.
Right,
what,
yeah.
what did you say?
Well,
What?
no, it's just this story that I told Simon.
Well, it
Before,
was a little bit of a story, it's pretty cool. It's not every day you hear about someone making a pact with a djinn,
Right,
I know
yeah,
a lot
that's
of
part of the
people look
story.
down on that
Djinn.
sort of thing, but to me, I would like to just have a conversation with this, fire djinn at some point, really.
Yeah.
anyway, Blibble sits down, and as he's sitting down, he kind of does like one of these, like just puts his hands over and like moves the ring off, so that way he can't see that he has the guild ring, Elgon's guild ring. Just
Yeah,
stores it away.
make a sleight of hand check to see if you
I
can
knew it
like
was
kind of
coming.
hide it.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah, you're
18,
able
nice.
to conceal it very cleverly. As you sit down and you notice like he's still kind of the mage hand is still writing down notes even though he's like distracted and talking to all of you.
Mhm.
So what can I do you for if not to interview that wonderful specimen that has taken a fraction of your soul? Do you feel empty inside with so much of your soul missing? Is there like space in there now?
No, what do you? I'm okay. I'm fine. It's good. I don't know what he's
Your
talking
soul
about.
is missing?
We'll have to talk about that later.
Mhm.
Seems
Perhaps
like a
that's what's
problem.
bothering him, Red, all these days.
Oh,
Look forward to that.
yes.
Thanks for that, Simon.
Oh, you're
So-
welcome. Yeah.
Do you know we're looking for Starla? Because I know you keep tabs
yeah.
on where people are at. You keep good records, obviously.
I try to. I like to know what's happening. I'm the great I like to think of me as the great record keeper of our peoples. One day people will look back on Goblin Kind and really truly acknowledge our contributions to society and the arcane studies. And so I take note of people of note, like your situation was very unique too, like Warlock, very unconventional career choice for people in our field, magically gifted as we are,
right. Yeah.
So I was very
Um,
interested in that. I still am, if
So
I'm
where
being
is?
honest.
Do you know where Starla is?
Right, Starla. Yes, of course. I've got her address
Looking
here
for her.
somewhere. am I allowed to give out her address? He like thinks for like a quick moment.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine. I've given out your address before too. I mean,
What?
it's all good among the goblins, you know?
Okay, we'll circle back to that later. Right now, yeah, just here, if you could scribble down just where she's at.
Yeah, here you go. He hands you like a piece of paper that has her address hastily written on it.
Nice. Great.
Yeah, give her my
Um,
regards. Let her know Simon says hi.
Okay, well, okay, I will. Yeah. You'll be good, Simon. I'll talk to you in
Can
just
I
a
have
little.
some of her blood?
No, Simon.
One of
You
these
just go
days you're
around-
gonna say yes. It's gonna happen.
What
Do you
happens
just go
if he
around
says
asking people
yes?
for their blood?
Well, I want to study his blood, because he's got gin in him now, and I'm curious how that affects everything. The
You are a
physiology of
wealth
the.
of information, and I really appreciate that, Simon.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
of
great.
course. Thank you. I try to be. I try to be where I can. It's nice of you to come visit me, Blibble. You're just about my only friend.
Oh, I'm sure you have
You
other
missed
friends.
my birthday last week, though. I thought you were gonna come by. I thought for sure you were gonna come by, and then you didn't.
Well, I was busy. I was gonna try to make it, but
Right.
I
I
was
assumed
also-
it was something really important.
yeah, it was. It was a lot of stuff going on. But I will get you a gift, and I will circle back and get you that because I've had just like no time to get you anything right now.
Or just
Not
your
a gift of
blood.
blood.
That's
Not a gift of
freaky.
blood. No,
Like,
I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm a little predictable. Simon's
like-
nothing if not a little predictable.
I feel like that would be a little irresponsible. Also, that's quite a gift. I'm just gonna give you like part of my essence in a vial. I'm not
It's
gonna do
the
that.
essence
lightly.
that I'm looking for,
Yeah. Well, this has been fun,
Oh.
Simon. Great.
This has been fun. Thank you for. Did you need anything else? Did you go?
I think
You
that's it.
guys want to play
Also-
a game of Dragon Chess or something? I've got time today.
Next time, I think maybe next time we'll play because we're actually finishing up some important business. That's why we're going to see Starla. So
Oh, business. What kind
Yeah.
of business are you wrapping up?
plant business.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Plants. All
Yeah.
right. Mental note. Best friend likes plants.
He
Yeah.
loves plants. Yes, he won't shut up about them.
Oh wow, that's so strange because with you've got like an Afridi, and I thought they like fire, and I feel like fire.
Anyways,
plants
all
are
right. We'll
bad.
see you later, Simon. Thanks you so
All
much for
right.
everything. Have a good one.
Bye.
Have a great day,
Bye.
Simon. Thank you. I think the door shuts. So, is that what's bothering you? An Afridi is taking over your body and torturing your soul for all eternal time? Is that anything in
I
that?
don't know what he's talking about.
Hmm.
He makes up a
Don't
lot of
worry.
stories.
Eternity's not that long.
Well, we should go find Starla.
Sure, yes. If you
After
want to keep
you.
avoiding your problems, we can. Yes, if that's
Oh, perhaps, yeah, maybe we'll talk about that as soon as we talk about, I don't know, stuff to do with the Fae and lying to people. If you want to broach that, we can talk about that too.
I see
Gives
what
you,
you're
like, a
doing,
look.
and I believe Starla needs to be visited.
I think you're right.
I do not see what either of you are doing.
It's fine.
It's for the best.
Let's continue on.
Okay.
Starla, please. I think
You
I'm like leaving
wander-
the party.
Yeah. You recognize the address. You think you know how to navigate your way to it. And you make your way to the eastern part of the Zephyr Ring, where guild members in good standing and high standing, 3-star and above, are allowed to purchase small homes and no longer have to live in the guild hall. In this neighborhood is where you find Starla's abode, this sort of like circular shaped building with like a bronze dome on it and two smaller buildings kind of jutting off from it, and a cute little gate kind of leading up to what is a very like sort of painstakingly manicured garden, like each plant perfectly like with its like sort of perfect shapes and stuff like that. A very different contrast bubble you would notice from Elegy's accommodations. There's almost a tinge of like of perfectionism here, and each plant has its place and grows exactly as it's supposed to. Some of them are suspended in crystalline vases so you can see gorgeous root systems that form Starla's initials as you come inside. Before you, like I'm assuming you knock on the door. Before
Yeah.
you is a beautiful door, like with like leaves sort of engraved into the old wood. As you knock, the sound resounds like with the thrumming through the circular chamber of the house. And as it creaks open, you see Starla, this time not in her like sort of outdoor roby attire, but instead in what looks to be like a very fluffy house coat. It has almost like a boa or like, you know, those types of feathers like around the neck and around the sleeves. She has tons of piercings in her face and rings to match. And Starla always gets her 15%.
Apparently
She looks
30.
out at you, scanning you all, a little surprised, a little shocked, and then like immediately sort of controls her face to not show her emotions as much, and then just kind of like absentmindedly takes a sip from her tea and goes, "Oh, hi there, Blibble."
Hi, Starla. How are you? Nice place.
"Oh, thank you. Do you want to come inside?"
Do we want to come inside?
"I'm assuming you completed your contract."
Well, no, this is a social call. You know how I love to just chat with you. Yes, we completed the
The door
contract.
slowly starts to close.
Obviously, we completed the contract.
"Well, why didn't you say so? Come inside."
All right.
And
Come
she
on,
kinda, like, leads you to her sitting room, which is, like, velvet tufted furniture in a bottle green shade, with, like, sort of, like, once again, like, floral sculptures kind of adorning, like, this entire sitting room with a, like, large fireplace made of marble kind of crackling in the corner.
Knowing what we know thus far about Starla, I'll kind of say to Red as we walk in, I assume Blibble goes first in turn. Red, you're not. If you feel any sort of magic take over any of us, please say something.
Oh, certainly.
Do I feel anything immediately upon entering?
No, actually, yeah, like, you think all of these plants have actually been tended to organically.
Yeah, I look at Starla a little differently. What a kind soul.
Great.
No, Red.
So
she's
who
the
are your
worst.
friends?
Oh, this is Red Jasper, I believe.
Hello.
And this is Dove. I don't remember his last name.
Shell. You should remember that.
I've
It
just been
rhymes
calling
with
you Dove.
shell.
It's right there in front of you at all times.
You've got a lovely set of 4 walls.
Oh, thank you. Personally, I hate corners, so I tried to make it as round as possible. Theoretically, it really is only one wall, which is about all I can stand.
You know what, Blibble? I'm liking her more and more.
Oh, I like you too, big guy. I've heard things about you, Red. I've heard things about
Oh.
you too, Dove. Though I can't say they were all good things, if I'm being honest.
Well, you are being
What
honest.
good things
so-
did you hear?
About
Well,
Red, of course. Yes.
I heard that you were some kind of war hero or, you know, the people's chosen champion, something like that.
Anything else?
No, that's really about it.
Well, you said you heard things. not thing. So I feel
Oh,
like
I
there's got to be
suppose you're
something
right.
else.
I also heard you're good in a fight and you got a big weapon that you got from your mom.
Yes, that's true. I also have a pecker. And I like point to my little, he like whoop, looks around, gives you like a look, and then like,
How would you?
zips.
How would you think it's that? Yeah, he calls that a
Um,
pecker.
Oh, you're right. I should have asked if you wanted to see my pecker.
I think in general, that sentence is probably one you shouldn't throw around. But
Could you explain to me why?
so you finished the contract, Blibble.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Glad to hear it. I'll turn this in and get you your cut of the money.
Yep.
So hand it over.
Is there anything you want to talk about with the contract at all? Perhaps.
Red,
Well, what part? Did you have any questions?
Blibble, we said we were moving past this.
He needs to work this out, Dove.
I just think it would be good business in the future to make sure that instead of, saying that you'd take 15%, just being truthful and saying that you're going to take 30%, which of course I don't believe you actually deserve, but in the spirit of the winter solstice and moving past things,
Right.
here is it's 30%, I suppose.
Well, in my defense, I did say it was a 15% finder's fee. There is a 15% surcharge as well,
Mm-hmm. Right. None of that was mentioned
which is
at all.
other taxes and fees.
Right.
Well, I didn't
Well,
think I
anyways.
needed to mention it because you said you knew how to read Dwarvish. Do you not know how to read Dwarvish?
So the sum of it would be 4 fennel fronds, each one of them valued at about 6 gold per 30% of that would then in turn be about 7.5 gold if we're rounding upwards. So that would be your take. And then we would have the 16.5 gold remainder.
Blibble is 30% of the reward money, you dolt. Do any of you remember how much the contract is worth?
I do, but I don't know if it. I kind of like what Blibble's doing,
Mhm.
so I don't know
Okay.
if I want to remind him. Max, just so you know, it's 450 gold. so
Yeah.
you're offering her 6 gold of the fiddle.
Yeah.
Give me one moment. That would be 135 gold for you. And then the remainder for the rest of us. I was thinking in completely different terms. Sorry. I'm doing some research on fennel fronds, so I got excited about that.
He forgot to carry the one.
Well, yeah, if you sell them at, I guess, like street prices, you won't get as much for them, but the contract is a little bit different. The guild pays a little differently. Doesn't
Right.
help that the location you were in, other crews have gone missing in, so there was a little bit of a danger surcharge added on. Also, please don't sell them for 6 gold. You know there's a shortage right now, right?
I actually didn't know that there was a shortage right now. I'm learning about fennel fronds more and more.
Well, normally, yeah, they go for between 3 to 6 gold a pop, but right now, there's a huge shortage. So black market prices have got them all the way up to about 100. Well, yeah, about 100 for a bushel.
Wow. That's
Why
good to
else
know.
did you think the guild was willing to give you 450 for the contract? Got to start using that noggin, Blibble.
Listen, Starla, not everybody knows everything about everything. All right? Just because you have the information for yourself doesn't mean everybody knows that. Clearly, you withhold a lot of information, all right? I feel like in this particular instance, being mean to me right now is probably not a good idea. seeing if I could totally just go away from this arrangement that we have. All right. So maybe we start being a little bit nicer to me and stop insulting me.
What do you mean
Seeing
you could go
that
away from the
I'm still talking,
arrangement?
Starla. I'm still talking. Thank you. I'm done now.
But you said you were talking.
You derailed my whole thing. I don't remember where I was going with it.
He's a little testy. We don't know why. He won't talk about it, Starla.
His soul is fighting.
His soul is fighting.
Yes, I don't know what it means, but
Whose soul isn't fighting? We're grappling with
that's a good
ourselves
point. That's a
always.
good point.
Hmm.
That's true.
That's true. Yeah.
That's
Like
true.
Starla's soul grapples with being a kind and decent person and then greedy.
Listen, it's my job to stay abreast of these important details so you don't. That's why I collect my percentage, and Starla always gets her 15%. But with, other fees, taxes, and surcharges included, sometimes it comes out to 30%. What can I say?
Right. So it'd be 315 gold for us. 135 for you if we're charging 30% on top for you for all the work that you did.
Oh, perfect. Well, I will go ahead and give you the money up front, and then I'll turn this in with the guild and sort of immerse myself from there.
All right. Well, here are. I mean, actually, can we get the money first, the gold first, please, and then I'll turn over the.
Of course. She carefully counts out the
Libble
agreed
always gets
upon
this gold
sum,
up front.
puts it carefully in a leather pouch, hands it to you.
Question for you, Blibble.
As she hands it to me,
Starla,
can I?
Mad. What are you doing? My cat's knocking stuff off my desk.
if Starla turns in the contract, won't Starla get the recognition from the guild?
That is true. Red. Starla, do you mind if we accompany you with the guild?
Well, sure, I suppose you can.
I mean, our names are on there, but well, you know what? That's a good idea. We should accompany her to make sure that we're getting. She doesn't alter the contract at all or anything.
I believe they're.
Yes, like I don't know, some sort of significant other date, right?
What?
We all go together, and we turn it in together, like stuff significant others do.
Blibble also, when he's talking there, Blibble takes the.
You don't mind if I double check this, right?
Like he just looks at it takes the bag and then like spreads it out on like a table.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
examining
every
to
coin
make
is
sure that it's all
accounted
there.
for.
And it's gold.
Yes, it's gold. I'm
Are-
not that evil, Max.
Are you
I'm not
putting-
going to be like,
Are you
I'm
putting
not
it
saying
in
you're
your
evil.
mouth?
I just don't trust
half of
Starla.
it was copper.
I don't trust Starla.
All right, looks good.
Uh,
Let's go turn in the contract and be behind this business.
they
Or
are
in front
closing
of.
soon. Yes, we should hurry.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. They do close at sundown. All right. I'll go get changed. I'll meet you outside in like 6 minutes.
All right, we'll be right out there.
Okay. I gotta
This
say,
time-
I like Starla. She's both fast and mysterious.
Well, 6 minutes is an odd time. Usually people say 5. I don't.
Yes, that means she's honest. You can always trust an honest, whatever it is Starla is.
The goblin.
Goblin, I believe, yes.
A lot of metal for a goblin.
I think we
What?
just let that one go.
Her face had so much metal on it, I didn't know. I didn't want to assume.
We've talked about how people adorn themselves with trinkets and whatnot. It's self-expression,
Well, of
Red.
course.
You have your...
Oh, that's why I said she was mysterious.
Hmm.
I don't know what's on underneath all that.
Well, perhaps don't say that anymore. And also, stop offering people to see your woodpecker, please. That'll get you in trouble.
Philip is a wonderful friend.
Well, say,
Much
would
like
you like
you,
to...
Dove or Blibble.
Thank
Why
you.
would I not want to do? It's rude to Philip.
Well, say, would you like to meet Philip, not what you were saying
My
earlier.
pecker.
Yes. Say Philip. Much nicer.
I will do so from now on.
Thank you, Red.
You're welcome. Don't worry, Philip. I know you're a pecker. I was just trying to explain to the others that you were, but it's okay, pal.
And he's like shrinks back down to the shell.
Starla comes out in exactly 6 minutes. This time in her sort of like more formal robes. They're like lavender with gold embroidery on the edges and on the trim. And she has like these clickety clackety boots that are lacquered and they're shiny and red. And she wears them as she like kind of clacks down the steps towards the guild hall. She kind of walks up to what is kind of fondly referred to as the cage, this sort of like posting where one individual, a squarely looking, half kind of balding human man, is kind of poring over like tons of contracts that are sitting ahead of him. And he kind of like is like absentmindedly like sorting them when Starla comes up and she's like, "Hey, Bill, I got a contract." Oh, what was that then? I've got a contract, Bill. Here you go. You need to pay it out. And you see, like, she puts the fronds next to the contract that's been endorsed by Marin and Elegy, 2 guild members in good standing. And she slides it forward. He inspects everything, carefully places the specimens in a pneumatic tube and kind of like, or in a glass canister placed in a pneumatic tube. You hear that as they're sucked up somewhere further into the Floristic League tower. And then he turns around, puts a seal onto the contract, carefully rolls it up, seals it with wax, and then places it on the left-hand side of sort of the cage he's in. Then he reaches under the counter, pulls out a specially marked satchel with this contract number on it on a small paper tag and slides it over to Starla. Starla turns around and is like, "Are we good?"
I think so.
What's in the bag?
Well, the money. The 450,
Right,
which I
Okay.
gave you your cut of.
right. Totally. So how did that work actually with the whole, the approval process and all that? It's being like sponsored for the guild and stuff, to be admitted into.
Oh, so you really did learn how to read Dwarfish.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You want to
Just want
join
to be able
the
to make
league.
sure. Yeah, of course. I mean, we just did the work for it, so that's typically how these go.
Yeah, definitely. Like how you did your work for the R&R guild? She like kind of you see her eyes like linger on your signet.
R&R Guild.
Yeah, requisitions, relocations. That's that ring, right?
What ring? Holds up his hands. No ring.
Oh, yeah, you took it off in the bar, huh?
He did do that.
Perhaps we should go into the past and
Never mind then.
Gotcha.
I forgot. You did take it off. In that case.
So, how did this work then? Do we get application into the guild? How did this work to get us admitted to the?
Oh, I get it. You want me to
guild?
sponsor you?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of how this goes.
Fine.
Who's just looking, blinking.
I suppose you've met the contract minimum. Bill, can you hand me like the league admission forms? Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. You see her, like, hastily scrawl her signature at the bottom, and then she kinda, like, shoves it, like, reticently on your chest. She's like, "You can fill out the rest of it." And then she takes the paper tag off of the reward satchel and gives it to you, and she's like, "You'll need that number."
Thank you, Starla. What a wonderful time doing business with you.
Just so you know, if you do anything stupid while you're in the guild, it's me that they're gonna call. So don't do anything stupid.
Well, I guess then you should have nothing to worry about, being that you hired some professionals who took care of a wonderful job and contract so easily that was fraught with lots of danger. And you didn't have to worry about a thing.
Well, Blibble, your competence was never in question. I would have never given that contract to somebody I didn't think that could handle it. What's
Mhm.
more in question is your tendency to do dangerous things to get things done quickly. Your shortcuts often lead to long-term disaster.
Just because I do things slightly different than others do doesn't mean it's the wrong way.
You always say that.
I do, and I stick by it.
I don't really understand it. But you completed the mission. You learned
Mhm.
Dwarvish, apparently, in just a few days, which I gotta say is a little bit impressive.
It is, isn't it?
So, I guess what I'm saying is,
You love me.
oh God, get it out. I'm not ashamed to be a sponsor.
Hey, you hear that, guys? Someone's
Okay.
not
Don't make
ashamed
me
of
Very
ashamed to be a
nice to say.
sponsor. All right? Don't make me regret saying that.
All right.
Conduct yourself with dignity and don't do nothing
Always.
that'll get back to me, all right?
Always. That's how I conduct myself. You know this.
Bibble like kind of like stands up a little taller. Like,
All right. I guess next time I see you, it'll be at your induction ceremony.
I guess
Not
so.
a bad way to spend, the solstice, putting in your official application. But with my signature on it, it's good as approved.
Nice. Well, I appreciate that. I think we'll look back on this and you'll be saying, he got into the guild because of me. That there's Blibble. You haven't heard of Blibble? And then you'll go and talk about how awesome I am.
I hope that's the case.
Me
And
too.
then this she turns to you, Red and Dove. And what about you? Technically, as per the terms of the contract, I'm your agent as well. I don't suppose y'all want to be guild members.
Oh,
I look at Red.
I'm just happy to help a beautiful young thing like you.
You see the color rise in her cheeks. Oh my. This one's quite
no
the
need
sweet
for
Taka.
rewards. Oh, yes, it's all of those delicious plants I eat. Being a vegetarian, lots of honey.
I'm a vegetarian too.
Oh my God, you guys are both vegetarian.
What is your favorite vegetable?
And as she starts naming off vegetables, that'll be where we call today's session to a close. A little early,
Great.
but
Great.
oh my
Fantastic.
gosh. Look, just
What
a tiny bit early because we didn't end up getting to the combat that I thought we would get to. That's okay. We'll probably need elegy for that anyway.
Do we know what Starla's favorite vegetable is, though?
Yeah, what's for the lore?
Ah, for the lore, broccoli.
That checks out. The lore, does she steam that broccoli and is it stinky? And if
No,
you say
she
no, I
sautés
know
it.
you're lying because
She saw it does stink, but she sautés it with salt, butter, and black pepper.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
all right,
Yeah.
okay,
Crispy. Nice
Proper.
and crispy.
nice.
Yeah.
Proper. Not bad. Not
Maybe
bad.
a little bit of garlic.
There you go.
Gotta have garlic in there.
Gotta
There
have
you
the
go.
garlic in there.
You
Yeah.
gotta have garlic.
Garlic makes or breaks the broccoli. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that.
This episode was kind of crazy in how much you accomplished, but kind of also crazy in how much you avoided that I had planned.
Yeah, I know. I want to know though.
But I love it.
We're seasoned vets, one might say.
I love it. Yeah. I like to think seasoned vets, traumatized, one or the other, you know?
Definitely not
It's-
traumatized. Yeah.
Definitely
This was a
not. I'll be
It
like,
was a special
make
episode.
Yeah.
if at any point I say make a blank saving throw, you should see y'all's faces. So at some point, somebody like screenshot it. It's never that bad, but you're always like, oh fuck, oh
Well,
fuck.
we're not excited by bad rolls. We want to be high rollers, big ballers.
There is a difference between you saying make a check and saving. Like saving anything, we're just like, this is it.
We're
I'm
dead.
about to die today. I don't know what
About
I don't
to
know what
die.
I did to deserve
But
this.
what's
Yeah.
funny
But
is
this is
in
it.
my mind, like a check is something that you're intentionally doing, and a saving throw is like something that you're reacting to, like something that happens to you. That's just how I
And we're
view it.
reacting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
it's just funny to me because it's like the stakes will usually be so low. It'll be like you're gonna get hit with a bread roll, and it's like, okay, well, I'm dead. I just rolled a 3. I'm dead. It was a good run, guys.
Shit.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Here it comes. We're dead.
The bread roll was lined with highly potent poison.
Or it's 2-day-old bread. We're just gonna die on contact.
It just splashes on the skin and it's in the system. I'm dead.
Personally, I can't wait to see. Like, I would love if the big bad is just somebody who is behind you in line.
Should be. Yeah. Could be
I
accurate.
was like, screw you! Who orders one of every sample?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just show up when we're like in the last call, chilling,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
just introduces themselves.
You.
You're why I
My
waited.
children died because of you.
Yeah. They didn't eat that day. They didn't eat their Christmas dinner. It's our fault. It's our fault. All right. Let's do some shout outs. Jesse, you want to start
Yeah.
us off?
Sure, of course. Hey, everyone, thank you so much once again for tuning in. Today was super fun. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen when it gets back and we have to explain what this episode was. That'll be cute. I don't know who's gonna do the explanation when we come back, but that'll be lovely. And hey, I think like all of us will probably take some time off coming up here, hopefully, and just like chill out. But I assume they'll most likely be like me, and time off just means streaming less. So I will still be around, I'm sure. But that's it
We're
for
still
me. I hope
working.
you all have a good rest of the year, however the week and a half left we have. And hey, I'll see you then. Bye everybody.
Fantastic. Hi, hello. Thanks everyone for joining us for Last Call once again. No episode next week. Our next episode will be January the 4th, and it'll be back. And I think we'll probably have 2-ish episodes, maybe 3 left. We'll see. See how that goes. Crew 2 is already in the works. We'll make sure that we can get everything buttoned up, and then we'll announce that sometime in January. So keep your eyes glued on at least our Twitter, twitter.com/lastcallrp. And as always, you can just go to lastcall4adventure.com for more information there. I'm going to be streaming up until Christmas, and then I'll be departing on my vacation. Most likely won't be back till the 1st, but no more drop frames. This is the final show that we're doing in terms of just shows. So we're just going to be playing probably some Midnight Suns and doing some night streams, Valorant, League of Legends, stuff like that. So that's what I got going on. Max, what are you up to?
Here's what's happening in my neck of the woods. Hi, I'm Max or Gas Mexican. I'll be doing some streaming leading up to the end of the new year, or at the end of this year, going into the new year. I hope you guys have a good new year. The rest of you guys watching in the cast. This episode was it's kind of all over the place. In a good way though. In a best winter solstice way. Yeah, I'm already looking forward to coming back in the new year and doing more stuff. And yeah, we'll see how Anne reacts to trying to explain. Maybe it'll be a very brief summation. I'm not sure, but I enjoyed this the show today. And I might even go live a little bit after we do the post show, just for a little bit. But I got plans then later on tonight. So no stream tonight, but maybe a little bit more just after the show, after we do the post show and stuff. But thanks for watching as always. And to my fellow castmates and Bronze doing her DM thing. That's it. I got no more words. Hope you enjoyed.
Thanks. Bronze, it's your turn.
Hi, this was super fun. I absolutely love this episode. What am I up to? I'm probably gonna stream later this evening. I'm either playing some games or I'm gonna be painting my Warhammer army. I'm trying to finish my novitiates, my Adeptus Sororitas unit, so I might be working on that. We'll see, but it's not gonna be until later in the evening. And yeah, other than that, I'm around. I'm doing stuff. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna take any time off for the holiday because I don't really celebrate Christmas, so I'll probably be around. But yeah, that's me. I'm so
Awesome.
bad at doing these.
You'll get better.
Yeah.
Shout outs are there. It's rough. Sorry. I was
Thank you so
collecting
much for
stuff.
joining us for this campaign. I absolutely Crew 1 has been a dream to work with. Everyone it's been so exciting to DM for all of you. And I can't wait for y'all to meet Crew 2 and for some Crew 1 members to potentially return. I think it'll be super dope. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah, check us out. Podcast. You can find Last Call for Adventure on all the major platforms. We're gonna go do the post show. Bronze, you want to join us for the post show today? You got plans?
Sure.
All right,
No, I can
Bronze
come
is
back.
in for the post show. You can check that out over at patreon.com/last call for adventure. We're out of here. We're gonna go record that. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you follow and subscribe to all the things. Have a good one. Happy holidays. We'll see you in 2023. We're out of here. Bye.